Woo! Smooth. Come on in, man. I gotta tell you, we're a hot mess right now, ain't we? I mean, the hospitals had to be full of 49er fans. We have had more tragedy in the last 3 weeks, I think, than any other team in the league. Not only with the team decimated, I mean, every damn body's out. Everybody's out, right? It gets worse. Trent Williams loses a child. We're talking about Javarius Ward just, a little while ago, and then Trent. It's just unreal. Unreal. But you know what? I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, okay, after that Super Bowl 2019, we came back a hot mess the next year. We were just disgusting. We were down there with the Rams, right? So I said, these extreme events, and I know some people don't have any trust in Shanahan and Lynch, but they just raised a phoenix from the ashes and came back to just crush the NFC, right? I don't know that the guys were a lot younger then, but then again, there's a character in this unit, in this club. I'm gonna go ahead and endure. There's some things that. Okay, let me get started because I want to get your input on a lot of things here. Bludgeoned in Buffalo. That's why that's all I could think of when I put this together. For nice Mutilation Monday. I won't run out of M's because every week, this is the third week in a row. Monday lost to Buffalo 35-10, all but ends 2024 campaign. And I mean, took the campaign and just threw it down through the floor. I mean, done. And I'm at peace with that because I went through my pain and screaming and yelling. I'm over it. It is what it is. It's over. It's okay. We'll be back. We will be back. That's the way it is. That game versus Bills was equal to the 38-10 score beating received from the Packers just a week earlier, but only the score. The Buffalo beating of San Francisco was clearly more savage. They beat the hell out of the 49ers. That's all there was to it. 49ers were first blinded by that snowfall that crippled every single effort while putting the entire team on skates. Ooh. I mean, fam, the Bills navigated through that stormy condition as if it were a Niners booby trap. Now, they've done that to more than the 49ers, though. They've done that to a lot of teams, which is why, I don't know why. They're going to build a new facility? I don't know why. When I think about it, why? They know how to deal with that snow, and when you come in, you're dead meat. They've lost very few games when that snow was falling like that. Why? Because they know how to handle it, and they know how to use it. Score didn't probably reflect how outmatched the Niners were in a game of nonstop humiliation. It wouldn't stop. Go to the phones tonight, fam, for a third straight sobering session in a row. Monday Night Raw. Bring your grievances for another open mic night that we'll all share. Let me run down a few things first. In every professional sport, millions of dollars are given out or handed out to players and participants. But do you know the cliche that's said in every sport, there are some things bigger than playing ball? Trent Williams and his wife Sandra, mourning the death of their son William, announced that Trent announced that Sandra in an Instagram post gave birth to a stillborn Trenton O'Brien Williams Jr. And that happened November 24th, though. He didn't mention that earlier. He also wrote that she was initially pregnant with twins and lost the other child earlier in the pregnancy. How devastating can that possibly be? Trent, we cannot imagine what you're going through. but we're feeling the pain and knowing you as we do. We love you, man. We didn't want to see you go through this. Get better. And there's no words that can be put into place to make you feel any better. That's just terrible. And fam, you already know CMC's, if you're a 49er fan, you already know CMC's season is over. He's sustained, and they've got the exact term for it now. He sustained a right posterior cruciate ligament, PCL injury during yesterday's debacle. Additional testing confirmed a recovery timeline of approximately 6 weeks. Now, people were yelling out, that's career ending. Maybe not. It's season ending. At least it better be, Kyle. I don't want to see him back out there this year. I don't want to see Trent Williams back out there again this year. I don't want to see CMC back out there this year. You know what? The only good news is the injury does not require surgery. CMC will be placed on the IR, making it unlikely he will return this season with only 5 games remaining on the schedule. Damn right. I don't want to even see. Christian, don't even think about it. Get better. Next year, we got a mission to get on. This is it. Mason, if that's not enough, Mason joins them on the IR. Ankle. Did it look like Mason limped off the field at any one point in this game? It was a high ankle sprain, too. That's why I say the 49ers are a character in this team. And anybody tells me the 49ers, Kyle lost that locker room, get out of my face with that. That is not true. You know what I noticed mostly yesterday? Even Debo came out yesterday. Those runs back were classic Debo. The 49ers dug down as deep as they could and fought as hard as they could. CMC looked like the old CMC yesterday until they hurt him. George, he couldn't get the ball. He talked about that later because Brock couldn't see him. And as I said, Buffalo gets you in that kill box and they tear you apart. Brock couldn't see. He couldn't find George. He said, I went through my progressions. I couldn't find him. Nah, you can talk about how bad a quarterback he is all you want to, but that blizzard was for real. I mean, but Jordan Mason, I got a feeling Mason's probably is this his last, does he get a new contract now? Or is he up for a sign? They put Mace on the IR because they don't want him out there anymore this season either. It's over. It is over, and the 49ers, we're going to watch how they do what they do in the next few weeks. But they've already, the front office has said, quit. It's done. We're going to work for we're going to get a draft pick early and see what we can do with this. But these guys are not going to get any further hurt. But McCaffrey and Mason out. Isaac Grindow is going to be expected to take over as starting running back. I'm kind of happy about that because I want to see what he can really do given the ball and full responsibility. Because what I saw when he ran that touchdown in it, I was delighted. I've seen several occasions this year. I was delighted, right? Of course, Patrick Taylor will come in from the practice squad. But the list, reads like it has it every week this year. The Madden curse, I'm still not believing in that. I'm not going to do it. But there's something going on. Aaron Banks and Jordan Elliott, they remain in concussion protocol. I don't know if they're coming back this year or not. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, he's day-to-day. Demo Lenore, expected practice Wednesday. Kyle, I don't know. Leave him out. Leave him out, Kyle. Just no. 5 weeks to go. Let's just hobble into the end of the season. Everybody take off. Get some rest in this offseason. Rest properly. Get a long rest. Train when you feel better, and let's come back and kick some ass. It's over. Nick Bosa, hip, oblique, linebacker Dre Greenlaw. Greenlaw is going back. He'll continue to practice. But Nick will be monitored throughout the week. I don't really care anymore. I want to see the kids who aren't playing. Nick, please, man, just take it off. Just no. But yeah, I'd be glad I'm not personnel director, man. I'd dudes would be in my office screaming and yelling. I'm telling you, man, you guys, I want you to stop it. Just stop. And Trent Williams will be evaluated throughout the week, but it's done. It's over, Shannon. There's no point. Kyle said Trent's really been trying to get back out there. It's just his ankle isn't healing the way we want. We can't get the swelling down and stuff, so that's why I'd like to say it's day-to-day. No, Kyle, it's not day-to-day. It's done. Fam, you know what, though? Most of us knew the Bills were going to beat the Niners last night. The only way they were going to win, it would have to be not a small miracle, but a large miracle. You can't go in there with no players and beat nobody. I don't care who the quarterback is. That ain't going to happen. The question was, how bad were they going to beat our guys up? We found that out. I mean, they crippled us. They actually physically crippled the 49ers and beat them at the same time. That's the most humiliating loss, and this is something the guys can set with in the offseason that's going to motivate them. To say they destroyed San Francisco would be an understatement. The 49ers started out hot with a field goal on the opening drive. Jake Moody didn't miss it. That's why I was yelling, screaming, McCaffrey's back, fam! It's getting all pumped up. Man, last moments of hope ended right around that time, too. From there, the Bills went on. They went to work on the Niners, taking them apart piece by piece. You know what? It was looking like, would somebody wave the white flag on a Rocky movie with his trainer on his side? Throw the flag! It was like that. It was just ridiculous. No mercy. They kept pounding on the 49ers. From there, the Niners were outscored by a 35-7 margin in a game that didn't even feel as close as it indicated in the final score. A few different factors played a role in that deliverance of the Niners. Josh Allen continued to play like only he can. In that condition, Josh Allen looked like he was at home and comfortable. He's been out there for how many years? That cold weather don't mean jack to him. And with his arm, ball was still flying at nearly the same velocity. If they want to continue the Terminator series, they can just get Josh Allen. Josh, just come on out here, wear that blue uniform so everybody knows exactly who you are. Hey, respect for Josh Allen and the Bills, man. That's a tough group. And I'm delighted to see y'all coming to California to beat hell out of the Rams. That'll be something I'm going to watch. You know what? I'm supporting them for the rest of the season. I want them to take Mahomes down. And when you get to Super Bowl, I don't know about the Detroit Lions or the Eagles. This is gonna be rough, but man, I got your back, fellas. Go get them. Chris McCaffrey left the game in the second quarter with that knee injury. Following the game, Shanahan told reporters in the post-game press conference that McCaffrey suffered a PCL injury that could be season-ending. He was right. Only thing that played a bigger role other than that, the Bills beat down win, that ridiculous weather. I don't ever, you know what though? That's fine. Because that insane amount of snow and cold coming off of Lake Erie, anybody lived about the Great Lakes? If you've ever lived out there, you know about what that cold is. I've never experienced, but I've heard about it a million times. In Chicago, I'm told if you live in an apartment building, you leave the downstairs door open, somebody will kick your ass if they find out who it is. It's cold. Buffalo offense and defense was as comfortable as can be in that chaos created by those blizzard-like conditions all day long. I mean, fam, you know what? You'll never catch me again laughing about Miami can't play in their 70-degree. Ooh, God. Niners just could not keep pace. Next man up froze too. I mean, they were dropping passes. They kept showing. You notice how they kept showing our guys, hut, slip, fall. Look at this. Not a prayer. Not a prayer. Talk about being out of your element. California boys going to the East Coast cold. That's why back in the day, all those guys living out in the cold, like Pittsburgh and all those other teams, they talked about how soft it was for players coming out of the West. And then back in the day, when the Steelers were dominating 6 trophies, they were damn right, too. Man. Their offense failed miserably trying to run east and west on a night where only north and southbound plays had any chance at all. And do you know that Juice hasn't lost a fumble since 2018? There he was taking points off the board thanks to a Taylor Rapp punch-out. Taylor Rapp should have got the MVP. Taylor Rapp did a lot of damage to the 49ers on his own yesterday. Not only did he punch that ball out of Juice's hands, he's the guy who actually ripped Grab fam, CMC was gone. Rap caught him by the toes, and that's what extended and damaged his leg. CMC's out. He takes a touchdown away. Any chance the 49ers had or entertained of winning that game was over right there. That's it. You know? Taylor Rapp came from the Rams. I bet he can't wait to get back to L.A. Now he's fumbled the ball 3 times and lost all 3. B. Purdy dropped back to 20 times for 86 pitiful net yards. Only one Niner had more than 20 receiving yards, and the team's lone touchdown came late in the third quarter after the Bills had already built a 28-3 lead. It was over. Meanwhile, Buffalo was looking like talented Eskimos out here in all that snow. But boy, I sat back and after I got mad and sad, I was like, look at that. It doesn't matter where the playoffs are. Green Bay, Pittsburgh, they'll be fine. They're all-weather team. Whew. James Cook ran with ease. He's acclimated to that weather, 107 yards on 14 carries. The defense swarmed to the ball effortlessly with minimal attention, paying no attention to the ice and snow at their feet. It was coming at the 49ers with reckless abandon. Bam! Boom! Anything you did, bam! Boom! It was all over us. And did you notice how easy they were working out there? They didn't make a mistake one. Did they have any fumble or anything? Rams Nation owns Ronbo Sports. Change your name or get the hell out. I'm not in the mood today. All right, I'll actually get one warning. The Bills should forget about that dome they're building. Though, as I said, they'll be moving in 2026. They'll probably continue to be a very good team at home in the foreseeable future anyway. But we'll take that advantage of being born and bred in that frozen hell to even deal with it. Anybody else coming in there can forget about it. I'll give you 10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds to change your damn name. You trolls have been out of control for a long time. You caught me on the wrong day. Don't bleep with me today, all right? And I better not catch any personal attacks. Get it? God. Yo, Serge, come on in.
What's up, everybody?
Serge. Man, it's rough. I mean, to be a 49er fan, we have been through it.
It's very, very rough. Ronbo. This year has been the worst I've seen since being a fan. I just feel worse. I just feel worse when I heard the story about Trent. You know, it was like, what else can happen, man? It's like the worst thing to ever happen for someone. But for our team, is like, man, like we're getting hurt, not just in the field, but you know, it's affecting people's lives now, and it's like, God. Yeah, it's like what's going on, man? I feel like we're cursed. I feel like we opened up the. Yeah, I feel like we opened up the puzzle box from the movie Hellraiser, man. Because I don't know, man. The worst is happening, man. It's just getting worse every week. I don't know what's going on with our team.
Serge, hold on a second.
I don't know what's going on with.
Rams Nation's out. Get him the hell out now. Okay, go ahead, Serge.
Oh man, whoever that guy is, man. If I had all the money in the world, I'd be going over to all them freaking Rams fans and Seahawks fans. I'd be going to all their houses, slapping the shit out of them. Yeah.
I know you know. And they're down in the basement where we'd never be, hanging out with them. It's comical. Anyway,
like I said in the chat, man. Like I said in the chat, Ronbo. The Rams fans, they just don't have nothing to talk about. That's why they're in our
for years. I know, you know.
You know what I'm saying? They have nothing exciting to talk about, you know, but they want to hear from us. So, you know, welcome to our chat, man. Because you gotta have nothing to talk about. And like I said, they're going to be going home soon. So enjoy it.
That's the funny thing about it. If they were a good team, I could see. Hey, they suck.
No.
So anyway,
they're
but
gonna get blown
but Serge,
in the
but,
wild card if
but
they
I'm
even
thinking
make it.
Serge. The thing is, what's going on with remember last time we went to the Super Bowl, we came back the next year, we were like the same
Mm-hmm.
bowl of just puke, you know. And the next
Yeah.
year after that,
Yep.
NFCCG, we didn't stop going to NFCCG after that, you know. So
And
I'm
Rumble,
feeling
Rumble,
like, you know.
do you believe in the Madden curse? Because I
Oh,
do.
Serge, I'm
Every
trying
every
not to,
player that
man.
every
It looks
player that's been on
real.
the Madden cover,
Yeah.
they just don't have a good season. And look what happened to McCaffrey, man. And I'm not trying to say he's cursed, but bro, like,
He got the
should have
worst
thought about it
pain.
twice, man.
Serge, you spotlight exactly. The whole team suffered, but he just got tore apart. Starts the season
I
off with
know.
two Achilles. No guy who has two Achilles problems. And then the knee, he comes back for a few minutes. He's feeling good. Oh, man.
What McCaffrey should have done, he should have wore a Panthers jersey on the cover, not the 49ers, because he just cursed our team. I'm not trying to say that, you know, but man, it's just like, why, man?
Get rid of,
So
I know
many things
spamming
are
Mel
happening
Rams,
to
but
us.
too late. Get rid of Mel Rams. We saw it the first time. Rams, if you act stupid, I'm not going to play with you today. You're just leaving. All right. Go ahead.
I'm Mexican, Ronbo. You know what we do with Rams in December?
It's time to eat.
We make birria.
I know.
We make birria. So they can keep talking.
You know?
It's coming. But I don't know, man. My prayers go to Trent and Ward because he also lost a family member, his daughter, I believe, like 3 weeks ago. And then also today they just announced that Brock Purdy and his wife lost their dog.
No. What?
Yeah,
I didn't
they
even
just
see
announced
that
it
one.
not too long ago. You know, it's like, what's going on, man?
Serge, are you having anything
don't know.
bizarre happening in your life other than this? See, I'm starting to worry about everybody involved with the 49ers, including us. You know?
I'm celebrating my my sister passed away 3 years ago. This on the 15th of December. You know, so I'm gonna be you know
This is
going through that. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on this year, man. This year is so bad.
I mean,
I think everybody should sit down. We don't want to jinx it. We don't want to say something's gonna happen to somebody else. But I think all our starters should sit down.
wow.
This is too much.
Really. I don't want to see anybody that's slightly
No.
hurt out there again. It's not worth it. There's nothing going on the rest of the season. I'll even bow. We
It's
could even
not.
bow down to the friggin' Rams. Let them win. I don't care now. I don't want to see anybody else hurt.
Yeah, I know. I just feel that this year is cursed.
Wisnowski surge.
Something's up.
Yeah.
Maybe the Rams fans put a witchcraft on us or something.
Well, they should have
probably
took
went over there and
They
started
should have took it off of them.
covering themselves in the ashes after we made the video. They started making their ashes covered in their bodies and like
Misery
dancing
loves
around the
company.
campfire.
Serge, you got to go, fam. I'll be back. See, let's back Wednesday to see what's going on. Because I want to keep an eye on the 49ers to see what they do. Shannon looks defeated. I mean, in the press conference, man, he really looks beat.
Yeah, did you
But
see
anyway.
that?
Yeah. Well,
Their
yeah.
souls are ripped out, man.
Wow. All right.
Everybody.
Serge, I'll see you Wednesday, fam. All right. Appreciate you.
All right, guys,
And
man.
keep an eye on everything
Keep
around
your head
you.
up and send prayers, man.
Yeah. Great. Night, fam.
All right, guys,
Appreciate
man.
you, Serge.
All right, good night. Bye.
Darius.
What's up, Ronbo?
Well, Darius, not us, man. And you're like, I'm hearing about Brock lost his dog. What the hell's going on?
I didn't see that. But
I didn't see that either.
yeah, I don't know. It's just the way the season is, man. You got your first round pick getting shot. You got players dropping left and right. You got people's children dying. I mean, this is unreal. Like,
I forgot about Ricky. Wow.
I mean, it's just a rough season, man. Ain't much else to it. Just gotta bounce back next year, hopefully. But ain't much.
I I
Ain't
got a
much to look
feeling they're
forward to.
really going to bounce back next year. You guys got to be pissed off about this year. Good. Because I
Yeah,
think at some point they've been
you might.
lackadaisical, maybe, but not now.
Yeah. One thing I want to say though, I don't want to call. I mean, it's not like a shot at anybody, but just being a Niners fan, it's one of the largest fan bases in the NFL. A lot of people, especially in the '90s and '80s. I was born in 2002, so I wasn't there, but a lot of people bandwagon onto this team.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when people bandwagon on, you have a lot of casuals. Now, I don't want to say, but typically you got casuals in Instagram comment sections running their mouths talking bullshit. And it's just like as a Niners fan I don't want to toot my own horn, but I not only do I watch Niners football, but I'm an NFL, I'm a football fan too. Hearing people talk about, am I tripping, or was people last night talking about we should get Geno Smith as our quarterback?
Oh,
What
that
are we
was
doing, bro?
Vietnamese style. I mean, he lost. He must have been clowning.
What are we doing?
We're not doing that.
What are we doing? Are we serious, bro? Like, I don't know. I just feel like as a fan, yes, the season's not going well, obviously. But now I'm hearing people talking about, oh yeah, there's no way Brock Purdy's gonna be on a team. Like, come on, bro. Are we just 2 months ago you were saying Brock Purdy this, Brock Purdy that, and now all of a sudden it's, man, fuck Brock. I don't get us, bro. I don't get some of the fans, and I blame Grant Cohn for this. I know, like people just and I give credit to him because his marketing tactic, I'm gonna go put rage bait articles, rage bait videos that attracts people who really don't watch football, yeah. and they're just exactly, and they're just gonna watch my videos and listen to it like it's the Bible, and just put their right hand up and just go with whatever I say. So, as a fan base, I feel like we gotta stop just being so, I don't know what's the right word, hyper reactive to everything that we see and everything that we hear, because I feel like it's like, bro, as a fan base, we can't be saying bullshit like
this. It's the same guy. I got a feeling.
But
I agree.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be this week's so interesting though. I'm interested to look because it's obvious. I mean, no matter what we say, this team is
no.
No matter what, it's not like we're gonna intentionally try to lose games. So I mean, I'm interested to see what they do against Chicago, because if they beat Chicago, unfortunately, they're still in it. I saw somewhere if we lose to Chicago, we'll be guaranteed a top 10 pick. I don't know if that's true or not. But, I mean, if they beat Chicago, they beat LA, they're all of a sudden 7-7. And it's just despite how bad the season is, it's like there's still that chance, And, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm interested to see what happens against Chicago this week. It's not like Chicago's a bad team, despite the fact I know they've been losing, but it's not like they've been getting blown out, right?
Oh, that's going to be a tough game.
Goal blocked against the Packers. They lost by 3 against Detroit. Some of the worst coaching I've ever seen. So it's going. I mean, I'm interested to see how the season still unfolds, and I'm not going to just give up on the season just yet, because I mean I know it's not looking too likely, but I'm not going to give up, I'm still a Niner fan, at the end of the day, as a fan, you still want to see the team succeed, So it's not like I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we got to lose games intentionally.
I know that tanking's
part of
not.
me still wants to see this team make the playoffs, It's like, I don't know. I think there's a difference between being a realist and just like this whole talk about blowing the whole team up. Like, come on, guys. Like, really, bruh? Like, you don't blow a team up when you have a young quarterback. You don't blow a team up when you have an edge rusher who's 27. You don't blow a team up with one of the best linebackers I've ever seen play football. You don't blow a team up with there's retooling and then there's rebuilding. And I think a lot of our fans are getting the two mixed up.
No. John and Kyle are not getting rid of everybody and starting no rebuild. It's not necessary anyway. It wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, no. And Brock Purdy will be fine when he gets his players back. It's not rocket science. Yeah, it's clear to see. Nobody's going to go out there and do that without no players.
And you could tell Brock was hurt. I'm not going to go sit here and say, but Brock, I saw Kurt Warner talk about this, but Brock is not like a guy who's like a Josh Allen who's 6'5" and throws the ball 100 yards, right? Like these type of weather games, I guess you saw against Green Bay, he couldn't grip the ball in the rain and whatnot. But how many games a year do you get against that? And you're not if we make the Super Bowl, you're not worried about snow because you're not going to play in the snow. You're not worried about the rain because you're not going to play in the rain in the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy's whole thing is his timing, his accuracy. So like I don't know, but we know what Brock Purdy is. I don't see this whole all of a sudden need to get rid of I don't know.
It's not going to happen. Don't even worry about it. But we do have to go.
As fans, we got to get more knowledgeable.
We'll be back next year with a vengeance. I know it. I'll see you Wednesday. Okay. Thanks,
sure,
man.
Have a great night.
You too. So Rams 2024. That was an accident. I was trying to get the jerk below you, so you can come back and say mundane, stupid, irrelevant, unbelievably nonsensical post. Okay. Johnny Wilson. God needs therapy after the season. He may need it before the season ends. Rizzo, down in North Florida. Ain't talked to Rizzo forever.
Greetings from North Florida.
I'll never forget that. Rizzo, good to hear from you. How you doing?
Hey,
as if I didn't know.
Too, fam, man. Ronbo. What is going on, Ronbo?
I wish I knew. We've had more tragedy this year than I can remember when we had Tom Sula and Kelly, we was a bad team, but weird things weren't going on all the time.
It's like a repeating process, Ronbo. I'm getting tired. Once we go to Super Bowl, the next season we're hurt up.
Completely.
Go to Super Bowl, next season we're hurt up. I'm like, what is going on?
But if we would have won we'd be able to at least understand and appreciate this year, But to go to the Super Bowl, lose, and then have a really awful time the next year, that's a lot of pain.
And Ronbo, why do we continue to push McCaffrey like that? Even though he's healthy, but he's not in game shape.
He's not there yet. That question.
You got to gradually wean him back in. You got Jordan Mason, who, me personally, I don't think he probably want to even sign back with us the way we doing him. I wouldn't.
I had thought about that. Mace is good. He would have got a lot of run. He could have got 1,000 yards this year. I really believe that. He ain't coming back.
Yes.
High ankle sprain. No. He ain't coming back.
And the way we use him, once McCaffrey came back, we just shelved him. I'm like, do he want to sign back with San Francisco the way Kyle did him? I'm like,
I know, right?
I don't understand that.
I know.
And right. George Kittle, I love George, but he's a offensive lineman. We don't use him as a tight end.
I mean,
he should have got paid as a lineman.
and also pay him his salary as a tight end, because that's a 49ers fault.
Yeah.
Go get some linemen, Kyle. Come on.
It's like I can't wrap my head around it. And then Shanahan, I'm like, man, he just looked tapped out.
Oh, he is.
He don't know what to do.
He looked like he aged 10 years since yesterday. I said, Kyle, my God, you look washed out.
I'm like, Ronbo, we had what? A total of 11 all pros, and we can't get it done. Coaches are killed for this kind of roster.
I mean, hey, Rizzo, you mentioned that. Count 9 of them left. We had George Kittle, Juice, and Fred. That's it. 8 guys. God.
I'm like, bro, what do we need to get over the hump, bro? What do we need? We tried to have the cheap quarterback room to build a team. That didn't work. I'm like, what do we need to do? My thing is, it's just like we're being relevant. We want to keep these coaches to be relevant. I'm like, man, listen, you got to change it up, because these other teams don't have talent like we do, but they win and they get. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Are we mad and cursed for real?
I'm scared to even. I don't entertain the thought. I don't want to speak it into existence, but damn right we do. My God! And now anybody starts because I was giving people all kind of grief. Man, ain't no such thing as no Madden curse. You superstitious dude, stop talking to me. That ain't no superstition. That's
But
we
you know
proved
what,
it's
Ronbo?
real.
It's like a omen over. It's like a bad vibe over us because you got like on a real tip, these players going through personal things, losing kids. Like it's like a bad juju of us right now. It's getting crazy. Like it's getting beyond football. Like that's like my prayers go out to those guys. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
Richard, you got any relatives out of Louisiana? See, I had an auntie as a kid, and my grandmother. My dad just liked to play jokes and tricks on him. I remember that time we drove by the house one time, and he stopped and got out of the car. He had a bag of flour and some pepper. I didn't know what he was doing. I'm sitting in the car. I'm about 6, 7 years old. He's sprinkling flour on the porch, and he sprinkled some pepper, and he ran back to the car laughing. And I asked him, Daddy, what are you doing? Wait a minute. And sure enough, once we got home, Mom was livid. Because I did call it, your damn husband came by here and put the jinx on me. I said, as I grew up, I'll never forget that. There is somebody sprinkling flour and pepper on the 49er facility. God.
But my thing is, though, Ronbo, I wouldn't actually want to call it tanking, but we do need like a top draft pick and get a lineman. I'm like, use that draft pick to get a lineman. Because it wouldn't make sense for us to try to win out and make the playoffs and push our draft pick back, because the offensive linemen, they're getting older, so we got to start trading them,
especially Trent.
Getting younger.
But Pooney's a youngster. Yeah. Actually, Aaron Banks is on his first contract if we're going to resign him.
But McKibbitz, I think McKibbitz,
McKibbitz is young, but he can't help us.
Yeah.
We gotta go though. Renzo, it's good to hear from you, fan. Ain't heard from you, Renzo. I ain't heard from you in a long time. How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. You'll see me in the chat.
All right, look forward to that. All right, fam, get back on his phone.
All right, man. To all the Niner families, to all the faithfuls, man, send your prayers up for those guys' families.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo. North Florida out of here.
Yeah. Edward King, man, I am grateful for the run we have had. I never want the Chip Kelly and Tom Sewell days ever again. We're getting them now, but we didn't see it coming. Most importantly, grateful for, thanks, fam. Please keep us entertained as you always do. Can I get a Niners? Rams 2024, man. Juice has been an all-pro for years. What are you talking about? You didn't know? I guess you guys coming in for education as well, don't you? It's the best fullback in the game. And that's because there ain't that many anyway, though. Hey, Steven.
What's happening, Ronbo? Hey,
well, not us.
Is the best fullback. Well, yeah, of course not. I don't know.
Steven, I can't hear you, Steven. You can hear me? Are you in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the car. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
Hold up. Let me go ahead and take you off. How about now? Can you hear me now?
A little better. Okay.
Better or worse?
A little better. You still sound faint and in the distance.
How about now?
Oh, that's good. That works. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know who the 49ers front office pissed off, but this is weird. I mean, 2020, yeah. Like, we had a ton of injuries, but Ronbo, our entire first set of stars are hurt.
I know.
Almost the entire first set.
With the exception of 3.
Like, that's a little strange. And if they're not hurt, they're having something crazy happen in their personal life.
Unreal. It really
like
is.
Like life-altering.
Seriously.
So, I don't know what's going on, or there's something in the water, or maybe the ghost of Candlestick stays mad that there's no ring yet, and they traded up to go to Santa Clara. Who knows? But I will attribute it to the curse of Candlestick. That's exactly what it is. I'm gonna bring it down to that because we've gotten so close yet so far from winning a Super Bowl.
I don't know.
But more importantly, to tag along what you were saying, Juice is the best fullback to touch the turf. He is the greatest fullback. I mean, yeah, we had people like, the last time Niners had a good fullback was
Wasn't it Tom Rathman?
Yeah, Rathman. Yeah, he's a fullback. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last time we ever had a real serious. Not only that, but for people that say, "Oh, sign Geno Smith" is crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
Vietnam style, man, you got yourself in a lot of trouble. I know I wasn't the only one that was reacting to that. That was insane. He gets the job done.
That's the dumbest shit.
Go ahead.
That's a crack thought, is what it is. That's a straight up crack thought. You don't make that kind of idea just being sober. You got to do crack. Dude, you want Geno Smith over Brock Purdy? That's crazy.
Even the Hawks are crazy about Geno. We're going to go sign him? God. Okay, Steven, the problem is we do this all the time. As soon as situations get impossible, we still think that quarterback's got to get it done. I don't care if there's guys that stand shooting at you with a howitzer or machine gun. You get it done. And I say, man, you guys, come on, man. Give me a break with that.
Yeah, no, I don't. Brock is perfect. For what he's done with the Niners, he's perfect. He's got chemistry. It seems like any person that comes in to replace a missing piece, he has good chemistry with him. Look at what happened with JP. He had, let's put it like this. When he had CMC last year, there was good chemistry between the two. Then CMC gets hurt. Now he's playing with Jordan Mason. Him and Jordan Mason have good chemistry. Well, now Jordan Mason's hurt. So let's see what he does with Isaac Guerrero. Or let's look at Ricky Pearsall. How much of good chemistry does he have with Ricky Pearsall? Because last year, he had great chemistry with Brandon Ayuk. Now he's got better chemistry with Juwan. But, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next year? I'd rather just – we need an offensive lineman, Ronbo, that is just downright dirty. We need an aggressive offensive lineman. Back you right off the line.
Right? Like those guys used to play for the Bengals a long time ago. I mean, these guys, that was murderer's row, man. A couple of guys should have been in jail. Oh, yeah. But I want that kind of mentality, though.
I want like a really
offensive lineman, too. Give me. I'm a big fan of Richie Incognito because of his out and out outrageous behavior. I need an offensive lineman like that. The one that headbutts the defender as he's coming off the ball.
Ronbo,
the ref doesn't see it.
What's the offensive lineman's name?
What?
What's the offensive lineman's name that was on the Super Bowl team back in '94? Had a big old handlebar mustache. What's his name? I can't remember. I'm blank.
Is that Scarlett? Scarlett. You know what? She wants you to pay attention.
She'll be all right. She's good, but
I can't remember what you're talking about though. I know the Raiders used to have a guy like that, but he wasn't an offensive lineman. No.
Nah, we had a guy on offensive line. I can't remember his name. He talks all the time about with Joe Montana, Steve Young. What was it? Jerry Rice. I keep forgetting his name. He's got like a giant handlebar mustache. Used to have a mullet. Used to play offensive line. Can't remember it, but that dude was nasty.
Hi, Scarlett. Bubba Paris?
Yeah.
Hey, was it Bubba Paris? Bubba Paris is that huge dude that Coach Walsh went around to every hamburger stand, every place in the area, and told, if Bubba comes in, do me a favor, and I'll pay you for this, just give him a salad, okay, no matter what he orders.
Just give him a salad. I heard that story. Don't watch no man, Ronbo. Okay, so I've noticed this from the moment we stepped onto the grass this year. Kyle looked done. Like he just looks burnt out, and then the whole entire team
Jesse
so burnt
Sapolo.
out. You know what I tell you? It's weird. You know how I told you I was like, this team plays with no identity, and I've said the same thing last year, but then they kicked it up.
Yeah.
This year it's like they just gave up.
You know what? We got to stop it. Steven, it's Jesse Sapolo? Is that him?
I think it's Sapolo. I think it's Jesse Sapolo.
All right. Steven, you get back to Scarlett before she slaps the bejesus out of you, and I'm going to see you Wednesday. Good stuff, all right?
I'll see you Wednesday, Ronbo.
Looking forward, fam.
You have a good night.
You too. Hang in there now. All right, Steven. Michael. Nikita's got to be delighted right about now. Nikita's riding high and a Super Bowl front runner in NFC for sure. Michael, what's on your mind tonight?
happy. I'd be surprised. Yeah, and I was surprised. Mason's done for the year. It just popped up on my end that he's done. So he's done.
He
They're
looked
not playing him
fine.
this year.
He came
So
up. I don't remember when he got hurt.
I think it was one of the runs that he did. I think it's something. I don't know. That's a good mystery. Probably with the snow, because it gets slippery out there. You know, when you're
and
running
it's
on
too
those cleats.
cold. Muscles and everything don't. Unless you're acclimated to that kind of cold. Cold will pull muscles. I mean, you can sit still and pull a muscle.
I mean, he played college ball at Georgia Tech, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know where his hometown is. I don't know where he's really from.
How cold is it getting in Georgia?
That's a good question. It's a good question.
Aren't they close to Florida?
I mean, here?
I don't think they get snow.
Never say that. I think my grandmother had snow one year in North Carolina.
No place is safe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But the thing is, it's not normal.
That's not normal. Texas had snow. Remember that one year Texas had that big snowstorm?
Hey, you know what? Every few years, they do have snow anyway. I remember that snow falling in Texas Stadium. I said, what is this?
Yes.
Is that fake snow? Jerry Jones, you weirdo.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, with the 5-7 record, man, it's like we're almost like the Titanic. We're getting closer to hitting the sink part. You know, but I think if we could beat the Bears, so remember the Rams are playing the Bills. So if the Bills beat the Rams, we beat the Bears. Then we play the Rams the week after. We got a short week after. Remember, Ronbo?
You know what? Michael, are you taking the rest of the season seriously? I am. I do hope the Bills come in and shut Ricky. Shut Rudy's right up. Oh, we got blah. He didn't. You play the Bills. Let's see how you do. You.
The Rams were lucky they didn't play yesterday. If the Rams were playing yesterday in the snow, that could be. I think Tony Wright would have won the lottery. The most INTs or fumbles with Stafford.
No, they played the other day though. They play on Thursday.
I know.
Anyway, yeah. The Rams, they're a joke.
Just imagine if the Rams played yesterday in the snow at Buffalo.
Same thing. Oh yeah, they weren't going to win. Nobody's going to beat Buffalo in that snow. Ask.
No.
As a matter of fact, ask Patrick Mahomes about Buffalo. No, Buffalo don't want to play them in Buffalo, man.
Teams that can handle Buffalo be teams like Philadelphia, probably teams like that are used to the,
So I mean, Chicago, Green Bay,
Chicago, Detroit. With that, I think I know,
Detroit to some
Giants,
degree.
forget it. The Giants and Jets both stink. If you put them both together, forget it. They stink. Rodgers is wrong between. He's a diva. Got to get a shout out to Papa J. Me and him were on some other 49er broadcast earlier today. We were talking, me and the other guy.
All right.
Yeah, Papa J. And he wants me to try to talk to Steve Young about getting him. Yeah, so I'm going to try to talk to Jimmy Young to try to get Steve Young to go into that guy's broadcast live. So, because I know Jimmy Young really well. So
in fact,
Steve Young. Maybe one day I'll talk to Steve about getting you and him to talk.
Oh, that'd be fun.
If you want to talk to Steve.
Steve actually took up for Brock, too. As people going after Brock. I mean, come on, man.
Brock's going to be fine. You look at what Brock's working with, he's doing great. Yeah,
I don't know what people expect. I mean,
like that.
You can't look for miracles like that.
I wouldn't even give my high school team Geno Smith. That's how bad Geno Smith stinks.
The Vietnam, he was kidding. He sort of sounds like he's kidding. He was kidding. Vietnamese style.
Snow powder. I mean, Nikita got laughed and he says, "Where's this guy smoking snow out there?"
He was just having
fun.
He was in trauma.
But no, like I said, I still believe in him. I mean, we got to take game by game. Look at other teams. Remember the Rams, and you got to play what, Minnesota and Green Bay, or do they got Minnesota and Green Bay, or is it Seattle that has Minnesota and Green Bay left?
I don't know. I know they got the Bills. I'm not sure who the Rams play. I don't really care. But
I think the Rams and Seattle got Buffalo left. I think Seattle.
Well, I know the Rams got
Buffalo.
Buffalo will be in L.A. this Sunday.
I'm gonna tell you this: Buffalo could sweep the NFC West. Buffalo could sweep the NFC West.
And the Rams thought that Miami was tough. They ain't seen nothing yet. So,
wait till showtime begins, guys. Wait till Stafford sees Buffalo coming to their town. Stafford probably shaking his booties.
I'm trying to figure out between Miami, the Eagles, and Buffalo, who's going to beat the Rams up the worst. I would bet Eagles already did it. It's over.
Buffalo.
Buffalo can't beat them like the Eagles did.
The Rams out for dinner. Barkley killed their damn Rams.
We'll have fun with that. Michael, we got to go. I'll see you midweek and let's see what happens next.
I will. And I'll send Nikita to say hello, and I'll tell her mom to say hello.
There you go. Hey, Nikita.
Yeah, mom. Yeah, you too, buddy. Have a good night. Shout out to 49 Brian, William Roberts, get well, and Tony Wright. Good luck later.
Thanks, fam. Night, Michael. Donna Bell, did you change your name to Kamal? Camille? Kamal? Well, hi, Donna. Hi, Kamal. Rebellious Sports. The dude, this is what he does for his own personal entertainment. We need to sympathize with him. He's a Rams fan, and they have no hope one way or the other. They have their moments. They don't have periods. They have moments. So Rudy says, I'm going to read his little silly message. Niner season is a wrap. Niner player fire sale coming. You see what I'm saying? How elementary and stupid is that? He thinks we're going to do like they did. Remember that year that they won the Super Bowl and next year everybody left? No. They asked to leave. Jim Thorogood, hey, didn't you always say, Kyle, stop overusing Christian? All the time. I mean, yes. Well, see, Kyle, genius, my butt, we all warned him. And then Jordan Mason comes out and does a great job. There were other ways, Kyle. I blame John Lynch for that, too. John, thanks for contributions, guys. I says, John, you know football? I know Kyle, that's his house, and you don't bother him in it. But say, Kyle, you know what? You might want to utilize CMC in other ways, and that way we'd have double-barrel shotgun. I got Mason backfield. You got CMC standing in the slot. That's throwing a wrench into the works of the defensive secondary. I mean, there's other things we could do besides running CMC between tackles all the time. I mean, we figured it out. Why can't they? Aaron, get in there too, eh?
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh man, just a wash season with so many weeks left. That's what's so bad. We got week 14. That's 4 weeks of football left, and we got to sit back and watch what everybody else is doing while we watch from the IR and just heal up and worry about next season already. I bet you we start talking about the draft in 2 weeks. Who we gonna get? Are we gonna be probably dropped to number 10 in the draft? We gonna get us blah blah blah. I didn't want to do that. Double A, what are you feeling, man?
Oh man, I mean this season was just weird. Like with Trafarius Ward, daughter passed away.
Just ridiculous.
Trent Williams,
how all this badness is happening
baby
all at
passed
once.
away Friday. Yeah. I mean, this team, like the soul, like their soul is not there. Like they look tired.
They are.
When
you get beat like that every week, it just wears your mind and everything else out. You stay motivated. It's hard. Fred Warner, boy, that's a bad dude. Fred is still playing as hard as he can.
Man,
Double A, his ankle is fractured since week 4.
I know, and he's still out there. I mean, I gotta give him props. Man, he's just a warrior.
Wait a minute, Tybo, take it easy. That's borderline racist. Don't do that. You know what I'm talking about. Go ahead. Hey,
But yeah, I mean, Fred Warner is just a warrior. Like he goes out there like no matter what,
playing hard as he can, jumping up in the air and everything. Can you imagine what it feels like to jump up in the air and come down on an ankle is sore? Oh, God, Fred, Fred's every dude should have Fred as his idol. That's a bad dude.
Yeah, and you know, people, you know, I mean, people just throwing that
I
Brock
just found out
out.
Tybo's Vietnamese. You know what, Bo? I don't know. Okay, go ahead. My bad, Tybo. Go ahead. But you guys, if neither one of you gets mad at the other one, that's fine, I guess. All right. Nobody else do it. If you're not Vietnamese, don't join that. Okay, go ahead. Double A.
But yeah, like I was saying, you know, people, you know, just people throwing that blaming Brock Purdy that
We have to blame people. This is what we do. We lose, blame somebody's fault.
and I mean, and I mean, and I know, like every team don't play in the snow like every year, but like, come on, like it's hard to play in the snow. Like it's cold out there. It's just slippery.
And you had to travel
Man,
all the way across the country, and they had an off bye week, so they're coming in all pumped up and fresh and feeling good. The schedule makers are a joke. Man, I don't know how in the world they set that up like that. They come off the bye week. Why don't you have them travel? Wouldn't that be fair? No. Niners, get your ass on the plane and fly into an icebox and deal with Josh Allen. That's unbelievable.
I mean, yeah, and you know, and I saw Rudy on Twitter saying that the Niners gonna be saying that the Niners gonna be in rebuild mode. I'm like, man, shut the hell up.
Rudy's ignorant. I love when he talks stupid. It just reflects on his stupidity. He think, his team went through that. Remember when he went to the Super Bowl? Next year, everybody left, and whoever they didn't get rid of was asking to leave. He thinks that we're modeled after his crap franchise. They built the team the wrong way, and that's why they'll be 20, 30 before they even think about scratching. Because as soon as Stafford leaves within the next couple of years, because they're paying a fortune for losing every year, that makes no sense, right? So at some point, you got to say bye to Stafford and start over with a new quarterback. Stetson Bennett III, come on down. And then his ass is in deep trouble. So let him talk. He knows he's dead meat.
Yeah.
Rudy's a fool.
I know, and I mean, the Rams just barely won against the Saints yesterday.
I saw that, and it's because that ref called that. That play at the end gave the Rams the ball back. As ref, you go ahead. It doesn't matter. The Rams aren't going anywhere. But then again, neither are the Saints. So I guess you can cheat them up all you like. Nobody cares.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to see the Bills whoop that ass on the Rams Sunday.
They'll still be talking. That's what they do. When you represent a team like that, all you do is talk. You're just talking trash all the time. Hey, we're going to go. I'll see you Wednesday. And let's see what develops in Ninerville. Because it's going to be very interesting to see the 49ers and what they're going to be like the rest of the season and on into next season. It's going to be one of a fun offseason compared to what it's been and seeing what the 49ers are going to do in the draft. This is going to be a fun year. I will be back.
Yeah, and plus we may get a top 10 draft pick. So.
Because we lose 5 more games, 4 games. Yeah. All right. Double A. See you Wednesday, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
You too. Appreciate you. Yeah, also, Luna, you didn't know? Yeah, Mason's on the IR. Isaac Guarendo is our starter now. And Taylor Rapp, not Taylor. What's Taylor's? Patrick. Patrick Taylor's number 2. And boy, it's going to be fun watching these guys play because you already know in advance the point spread's going to be Chicago, since they got to come to us, Chicago by 3 minimum. And then, of course, you get 3 points because the 49ers are at home. So, hey, Eric.
Yes, sir. How you go, bub?
Oh, Eric, I'm doing fine. I'm at peace with the complete carnage of the 2024 season of the 49ers. I mean, oh, my God. It's like we just got hit with a missile. Just blew everything out of the water.
I tell you, I was expecting McCaffrey. I was expecting the McCaffrey news, but to find out that it was more than just McCaffrey, wow.
Mason, he was having a great day.
Yeah.
And then we find out,
I mean,
no, he's got a high ankle sprain. He's done.
I mean, just crazy. Just Trent Williams.
He loses his child. What is going on? Javarius Ward loses his baby. Trent loses his. Did we just find out that Brock Purdy's dog, something happened to the dog?
I mean,
wow.
You just gotta hope that nobody ever ends up on the Madden cover ever again for the 49ers.
And if they do, just say no. We're not accepting that. Take it down. Take it down now. God.
Because this is getting out of hand.
It's past that. It's got to the next level. Because to have all the starters that make this team what it is out is already way weird. We couldn't have half of them at least still hanging around. No, all of them. Make them all sit down. You got 3 guys. You got George Kittle. You know what's Eric? George Kittle is usually the first guy to get hurt. George Kittle's still playing in the week 14. That's bizarre too. Juice never gets hurt. Fred got hurt, but he's still playing. Wow.
Yeah, there's so many of these guys like George Kittle, Devo, like all of them. Even though, I mean, it's not the same 49ers team this year, those guys still scare me because I know how good they can be.
Yeah, but they got to be on the field, though. But, the 49ers, I got a feeling there is some character on there. Jawan Jennings, that dude's got, his heart's as huge as the stadium itself. I saw something from Debo yesterday. I was kind of surprised. Debo took the onus on himself and played way better. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes, but those run backs were brilliant. And then, of course, our flag issues. We love flags.
Yeah.
And, so I said, Debo, I'm impressed. Proud of you today. You did the best you could do, and it almost worked. So,
Yep. I tell you, and then who's this week?
49ers? We play the Bears this week.
Ooh, okay. That should be a win.
No, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to the Bears. You need at least half your frontline players to beat the Bears. The Bears should have won against Detroit. That defense is good, and their offense, they stagger about, but they still can put up points. They put up a lot of points against Detroit. They should be better. The coach is what screwed them up. I don't know what he was doing, but they should have won that game against Detroit. In Detroit?
Yeah, I tell you, yes, he wasn't thinking clearly, and he found out the next day why he should have been thinking more clearly about that one play because he got fired because of it.
Black Friday. My God.
Yep.
What did you do, Coach? And then he stood there and looked. Did you see the camera on him after the game was over? He just sort of stood there looking into space. I said, Everflows, I thought they might have been going overboard with how they talk badly about you. But everything they say about you is absolutely true. This is why when we start yelling and screaming about, get rid of Kyle Shanahan, you want a guy like Eberflus? There's a lot of those out there.
Oh,
No. I'll never join that group. Shanahan and Lynch built that team, and we were hardcore badass. We were having our issues now, and they got to maybe start over to some degree, but they know what they're doing. It's just the fact is, during games like the Super Bowl, something goes south. And you know what? I ain't got no defense on that. But getting there, Eric, getting to the Super Bowl, that's a friggin' miracle within itself. Oh.
Yep.
So.
And I know there's still time, but to get there, but I mean, they're going to need a lot of help to get to where they want to be.
That's it. So, I'd rather see him keep trying. The third time might be the charm, but not getting there at all for the next decade, I don't like that. But, Eric, we're going to go, though. Let me see you Wednesday. Because I'm telling you, man, I always look for you.
Have a great night, buddy.
Night, Eric. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
It's time for some Latino heat, and it's so in order tonight. Emilio! I can tell you a story about Emilio, though. Emilio and I, when Emilio knew we was a bad team, and I'd be sitting there fighting it. I just didn't want to believe it. Tell Emilio, man, that ain't true, man. You ain't got no faith in this team.
You don't believe it.
Yeah, well, Emilio, you can say it now, because I'll be right behind you in a
You
second.
still don't believe it. This team was bad as soon as we could have beat the Buccaneers, right? I knew that was bad the whole year. I knew the season was a wash at that point. I said, we can't stop the run. We can't stop the Bucs. Oh, yeah, that's bad.
And Detroit with Sonic and Knuckles, they go with
that's the problem.
They go run 1,000 yards on us that day.
Now that you said it, I was going to mention that, but you brought it up and I was going to let it go. We can have that. We can have a 3-team. We can have Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. But no, Shanahan likes running the shit out of one running back. For why? I don't know.
I know.
We went to the Super Bowl in 2019. We had 3 running backs. Man, don't you think that would work, Shanahan? Don't you think that works?
And most are still mad about that. He said something about that last year.
We had 3 running backs that year. And we had mediocre, average, below average Jimmy Garoppolo. So that tells you.
And don't forget you didn't have no receivers either. You had one. Well,
exactly.
I give Kendrick Bourne was not bad. But Emmanuel Sanders, Debo was just a rookie.
Oh, no, Kendrick Bourne was bad. No,
well, he was mediocre.
Don't give him credit. Don't give him credit. Let it go.
Well, he made a few catches. We wouldn't have won that Washington game without him.
Okay, I can tell you Debo makes a few catches, and look at Debo now. So no, don't use that guy. You can use another receiver.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, but we wouldn't run the ball. That's the point. We didn't have our strongest room was the running back room. We didn't use it enough.
No. I'm just not, this is really sad. Oh, and that whole man cover, that's not true. Let that go. It's cursed.
I know. I don't want to believe in that, man. I'm with you, man. Because, what if we get another guy on
He would have been on that cover.
They're going to freak out.
He would have been on that cover of one Super Bowl. That's the only part.
Didn't Patrick Mahomes was on there, right?
Mahomes is on there. Tom Brady's been on there. Richard Sherman's been on there.
Did they win that year, though? Do you remember?
All those guys. Huh?
Do you remember if they won that year? You remember that year they got picked on Madden?
Oh, that year, no. That was when Tom Brady and Mahomes was on it. Tom Brady won that year. And then the following year, Mahomes, the previous year, whatever, Mahomes was on it. No, Mahomes been on it and won the Super Bowl.
He did win after he got, okay.
Let that go.
See, that's I'm saying. I don't want to see
Ray
that
Lewis
stuff.
was on there, won the Super Bowl. No, guys been on there, won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's just some freak accidents that happens. People need to let that go. Because I don't believe in that curse.
I just refuse to believe in it myself. I don't, because you make that stuff happen.
A whole bunch of guys been on there that won Super Bowl. No. It's just, whatever. But other than that, it's a down year. I just know what they need to do this year. They need to get a reality check. And they definitely get rid of that collar too. So that's what's killing the team, honestly. That's what's really on the team back. I can give you 4 players that need to go by next year, destroy that Cowboy team as soon as possible. And listen, Debo needs to go.
He might
Juice
be.
needs to go.
I could see that.
Well, I'm just saying, these are the 4 that need to go. Juice, Debo, Hargrave, and Trent. Those are the 4 that need to go. They're taking up too much money for no reason. It ain't going to make the team any better. All those players are replaceable. And you already got the replacements for 2 of them. You got Devo's replacement, and you got Hughes' replacement.
Well, you don't have anything for Trent. I really wish. But you know what? No matter who they get, they need. Joe Staley came in, and we got lucky. Joe Staley was pretty good this first year. He got better and better. Williams came in already a bona fide star. If we get a left tackle, you got to get him in a draft. And you can't make a mistake. He cannot be a bust.
That's true, but it's just he's hurt every year. These are the players that always hurt every year.
That's
been
true.
Hurt since they've been there. Juice has been hurt every year. Devo's been hurt every year. The only one that gets the pass out of that cover crew is Kittle.
Juice hasn't been hurt the last couple of years.
He's actually useful every year. He's been hurt. He's been hurt every year.
Juice?
He was even hurt. I think he was hurt this year. I think he missed a game or so.
I don't remember that. At any rate, Juice is probably not going to want to. You know what? Juice is going to let go anyway because they took his money. I mean, he is part of what the run game was about, but we ain't running the ball with any amount of success except.
No, but even if we are running the game with him, he's actually a waste of space because we've never honestly used him. We rarely use that guy. So you got to really think, what do we really use his Juice for? Just to he takes touches from other players.
Could have threw him the ball.
So no, like I said, he needs to get rid of his buddies. This is when Jed needs to step in. Like, dude, you need an offensive coordinator. You need help. You can still run the offense, but he needs like when we had Josh Daniels, that's who made Debo. Debo just thank him for his career.
Yeah,
he's the reason Debo got paid.
Yeah.
So Shanahan needs help getting himself an offensive coordinator.
He does one route good.
Get a new DC. He needs to pay attention to the special teams. He needs help because he thinks he can keep doing the same thing. No, it ain't gonna happen.
No, everybody's got hip to it anyway. And he's lost a step, too.
No, he does the same thing yesterday. He's gone. Because, of course, he ain't on the hot seat now. But trust me, he does this again mid-season. Oh, no, he's gone. He will be gone. Like I said, as much as I've said, let Shanahan go, they're not going to let him go. They're actually going to get him more than you can tell.
He may get a raise.
But if he doesn't fix those situations, he needs to fix now or as soon as the season starts. Those issues need to get fixed.
I'm going to see midweek. You go change your mind. You'll say good things about Shanahan by Wednesday. I already know it.
That's not going to change. I'm only going to say good things if he wins the Super Bowl. Until then, no, we're going to see the same BS he's doing now. It ain't going to change. He changes that. Then you start seeing, oh, this is a new Shanahan. He needs to change his.
There you go. Leave an opening for yourself.
His game plan.
Fam, all right, fam. We're going to see you Wednesday and see what the 49ers going to do next. I can't wait to see what their plan is because Rendo's our starter. The only running back we got.
Oh, man, their best bet is to lose every game in on out.
And he's going
at least make it a fighting chance, but no. You win any game, there's no point. We're not going to win anything winning any kind of game.
All right, fam. I'll see you Wednesday.
All right.
That video.
Yeah.
And, hey, yo, Nigel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How's it going, man?
Nigel, man, we're just sitting here. Nigel, did you think we were going to be better than this year? I mean, I think most of us thought we were going to be better than this. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Did you think we were going to be this bad, should I say?
No, but I was kind of worried because of what happened the last Super Bowl.
I know, right?
The way they looked
I
and just the whole situation was different, man. It's like it was a lot different because these guys are all older now as opposed to when we lost.
They're not healing up.
So that was a little different, and I was curious to see how Christian McCaffrey was going to, and I think all of us were pretty much, I think anybody could see that he was being overused last season.
Oh.
And him being injured like he is now is not a surprise. I mean,
had more
when
carries
they said that,
than
we're like,
anybody in the league. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like, duh. I mean, it's not a surprise. And, it is what it is now. But no, I honestly didn't think we were going to be this bad. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. But then when all the weirdness started happening with Brandon Ayuk, and then, like, none of our stars were in training camp or the freaking, the preseason. Freaking Brock wasn't even in the preseason. Then I'm like,
well, he wasn't working with anybody.
Okay, I understand resting, but like
all of them came in cold, off of that. I mean, some of these guys are getting married. Things are changing in their lives. So, you got that's the other aspect of what people don't understand is these guys are human. So they have personal things in their lives that are going on as well that could and do affect what happens on the field. So that's the other thing that, I kept an eye on is Brock Purdy got married this off season. Christian McCaffrey got married. Those are the two biggest stars on your offense. And they're having these big life changes. And then it's like, man, I just lost the Super Bowl. I got to go back to work. And it kind of felt like that, You know what I'm saying, Ronbo? Like a little bit of...
You're putting yourself in their place. I hear you. I mean, that's just exactly how... they got to be entertaining some of those thoughts. I mean, Travarius Ward, I didn't expect him back this season. I said, my God, he really took that hard, and as he should. And do I expect him to play good football? He didn't look like Travarius against the Bills.
No.
The snow had a little bit to do with it, but Travarius has played in
man.
cold weather before. He's from Kansas City.
Yeah, and prayers and thoughts out to Trent Williams too. That poor guy he's going through it now. So it was a rough off season. It was a rough end of the season last season. After flying so high, you just crash and burn like we did in the Super Bowl. And then, and you can kind of feel it. It looks like this season came a little bit quicker than what they really anticipated I just don't think that it was enough time for them to recover properly.
Well, Nigel, that's every year for the last few years. They go all the way into the playoffs, beating all the comical teams in the NFC, and then they just get to the Super Bowl or an NFCCG, and something bizarre happens, and they lose. Because if they lose, it's usually an accident of some kind took place. And so they get to, all these years of doing that, and then you get a little brief rest, get back to work. And if you're Christian McCaffrey, you know how he is. His dad says he overdoes it. Christian McCaffrey, 15 minutes after the season's over, Kristen, sit down, rest.
Right.
He won't do it. His dad says he goes too extreme. No. And so, of course, he comes into the season, he's not ready because he's overdone it. You can overtrain. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then, like, the weird, I feel like Kyle is, at times, he's his own worst. Well, a lot of the times he's his own worst enemy. He makes weird decisions, and I'm all for players getting their money. And I don't count other people's money. You get your contract, you fight for your contract, you do what you got to get the most amount of money you can. However, on the organizational side of things, he signed McCaffrey to this longer deal, more money, and I'm like, is he going to be the same? We have two younger guys that are showing promise now. That if they do go on to other teams like Jordan Mason, I think he's a restricted free agent. I'm not sure, but what if he goes to another team and he's like, wow, now they got this young, great running back that we just kind of let go in favor of an old aging quarterback.
He's staying.
Halfback. I'm sorry.
Remember, we got rid of the other guy. We put him up on waivers. What we do with remember the other guy that couldn't stay healthy to save his life?
Are you talking? Yeah, there's a few of them.
You know what I mean. Anyway, I think they put him on waivers or something. Well, something happened to him. Anyway, he's out. So Jordan Mason is going to be signed. I would bet big on that. And then before nice, Bobby Turner said, I can get a running back anywhere. All I need to do is get them like in my hands like clay, and I can mold him into a star, which he can actually say because he has made an all Hall of Famer with that same line of thinking. I don't want it. I want Mason back.
Right.
So,
he's a young player, and I'm just like, is he going to get booted out? Is there not going to be a spot for him now because he might want some more money, and because we signed Christian McCaffrey to this bigger, longer deal? Like, there's, it's not going to happen. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, my point is, Kyle Shanahan in the front office has made some weird moves that I don't know if that was ideal or perfect for the future. Like we got to start thinking about getting a little bit old or younger.
Well, Nigel,
because a lot of our stars are old.
We got to go. But listen, if Grindo has a great next 4 weeks, then your concern for Mason can get started now, because then it will be real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, man,
anyway.
I like Garendo, too. He's super fast.
Well,
But anyway,
yeah.
thanks for taking my call, man. You have a
Thank you,
good
fam.
night, and we'll talk to you all a little bit later. Have a good
All right.
week.
You too. Night, fam.
Yep, later. Yep, bye.
Yeah, well, I wasn't joking. If Garendo tears it up between now and end of season, they might not sign Mason. The 49ers are they're on a budget now. They haven't used the word budget in San Francisco, Santa Clara, in how long? So you know what? Well, weird things could happen. Let's go out for the Dragon Clan out in Tennessee. Papa Dangon.
Hey, man.
Hey, Pop.
How are you? I tell you what, man, it is a downer of a day.
Terrible.
I know a lot of people are angry about football, man, but my heart goes out to Trent Williams and his family.
Isn't it awful?
For me, it's always family first in the game second.
It should be.
You know,
that's why I said there are things bigger than football.
It's real unfortunate, man. But I'm not going to harp on nothing. I'm not going to harp on Trent or any of the guys. I know they're all hurting because all these guys are like brothers. But ultimately, the 49ers need to they need to make a restructure from the top down. They just do. You got to start with Jed. You got to start with Parag and how they negotiate contracts.
They do not have another offseason with the player taking all the way until September 1st to sign. That hurts the team.
Right. I think they need a real GM. They need somebody who can, select the players, pay the players. I think Parag needs to be removed personally. That caused a lot of problems. Ultimately, Shanahan does very well when he's prepared, right?
Yeah.
He usually has problems when things don't go according to script. Well, you're looking at a bunch of players who didn't even have an off season. Christian McCaffrey did not have an off season. He didn't.
He never does.
He didn't. He
His
didn't
father,
work. No, he didn't work on his
exposed
own.
him. He does not relax. Damn it.
Well, even if he relaxed, he probably, he probably was doing stupid shit he wasn't supposed to do instead of resting. This is probably why he got the tendonitis. But the point is that he didn't have an off season, not a normal one, because he was hurt in the Super Bowl, never recovered.
That's right. I remember that.
Never made it to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never made it to camp. And then you're talking about no off season, no camp, and all of a sudden you're one of the highest carrying running backs in the league. And, obviously that's malpractice, but yet I think they need to seriously kick Lynch upstairs, select president or something, and bring in a real GM, somebody who can make the decisions, because they have only hit on 2 out of 10 first rounders. That's well below league average, and that's terrible. And now you're pitting all of your hopes to Brock Purdy, who's Mr. Irrelevant. And people are piling on this dude. He's Mr. Irrelevant, guys. He is. He has exceeded expectations. But we clearly saw there is a dramatic difference between him and Josh Allen. It's not even close. And the fact that he has 33 starts and 27 turnovers lets you know that, they need to bring in additional starting level quarterbacks, even if that means Geno Smith. Now, hear my argument. I'm not saying replace Brock. I didn't say that. I said if you replace somebody, you should be replacing Allen and the other dude, okay, with proper quarterbacks who have started in this league before to boost up that room for real. Because as long as they have an offensive line like that, Brock's not going to last. He's hurt right now. How bad is he hurt? This is his second injury to his throwing arm.
Yeah, it's always
in 3 seasons. How do we know he's not damaged good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got that. Obviously, you got some coaching changes to make. Well, they fired the special teams coordinator. Well, they fired the DC. I don't like the campaign for people getting fired. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Because
you may have to worry about that special teams
coach.
coach. I think there's already been conversation about that. I forgot where I read that, but that was about a month ago.
Right. But, yeah, whatever the case is, it's like if you want free agents to want to come here, You want to bring in people who want to win. You got to show the league that you're playing to win.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You got to show the league that you're playing to win. If you're going to sit out there and just roll over and stuff like that, then all of a sudden you are becoming what the Detroit Lions used to be, right? So, the bottom line is that, they need to continue to play hard and show the league that they can play. Garendo needs to ball out. Mustafa needs to ball out because these are the future players on this team. You got guys that need to play. And even Jalen Moore, he's been playing well. He can play all of a sudden?
I was thinking that yesterday. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Jalen Moore is
He
not
can play all of a
killing us.
sudden.
Well, he's learning from the best.
And if there is one player they need to replace, though, they do need to replace Moody. I'm sorry.
And take McKivitz with you. God.
Yeah, Moody's got to go. Brindle's got to go.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, you might be able to kick McKivitz kick him to center. I don't know, but the cupboard is not bare. That's number one.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we got to stop listening to people like David Lombardi, who's been sitting there saying that Purdy's elite. He's been saying it for over a year now. And you can't look at statistics and say that somebody's elite. You have to look at what it looks like on tape. And yeah, he does make some good plays. He moves around well and stuff like that. But Brock will tell us when he's elite, if he ever gets to that point. But they got to get past the roster malpractice. He's got to get past, dumping on players and getting out on players. What they did to Trey Lance was just malpractice. What they did to Buckner was malpractice. What they did to Jimmy Ward was malpractice. They just did some dumb shit, and they got to stop that. And the only way to stop that, in my opinion, is to get a proper GM. Now, is that going to happen? No. Because if that does happen, I guarantee you Shanahan's going to be like, look, why don't you guys get me out of here some kind of way, but I'm not.
I was getting.
I wanted to play it.
Yeah, I was just saying that's Shanahan's GM, not Jed's. Hey, Pop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shanahan will put his foot down, but come out, screw it.
Yeah, they're a team. They love each other. Pop, good stuff. So. Always a pleasure. I'm going to see you Wednesday. Who knows? Shanahan and Lynch may fire each other and leave. Wouldn't that be special?
I hope not. I hope not.
They're not going. I'm just joking.
I hope not. It's hard to win under the circumstances that they have themselves in. And
yeah,
of course, the sucky part is that they have themselves to blame.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Well, that's why I want to see if they can fix it.
Bosa's already said he's going to start playing at 29 or 30 years old. Bosa's already said that.
I know. Yeah, he said it a long time ago.
Bosa's winding down already. Yeah.
All right. See you Wednesday, Pop. Papa Dragon. And Apollo Crews, did you just belch up bullshit? I mean, are you serious? God. Well, read some Apollo Crews' takes. What is wrong with you? Hey, Fader, come on. I try to put yourself in the mindset of a troll. Why do you just sit around talking, come up with this crap, lies and everything else, just to get attention?
All like Seahawks and Rams fans. What are they doing in here?
Well, the Seahawks fans backed up. I think because the Rams that came in, some of the dumbest things are. I see a couple. Kittle's already throwing shade on Brock. No, he's not. He explained what happened. Brock explained what happened. And since when are we blaming Trent? Nobody's blaming Trent for anything.
Yeah, shut
up.
Wow. Well, again, my heart goes out to Trent, man. That's awful. Same thing with Ward, brother. It's I agree with pretty much everything you've got going on the show right now, Ronbo, especially with the curse. What the heck is going on around here? It started on Super Bowl with
don't believe in that stuff, though,
going
Vader.
down and everything after that.
We've got to start believing against that. The forces are with that kind of thing. There's no telling. It's like that. What was that? What was that thing they sent into Jerusalem to kill the first baby? They were trying to get the Christ child, right? That's what that green smoke is just going through the Niner Empire, taking over, killing. Oh my God, it's crazy. Taking players down one after another.
Is it Santa Clara? Because we always had this problem. I mean, since we got that stadium. I mean, this goes back to the Robert Saleh era, man.
I know. And
It's,
remember, we
it's, it's,
said we gotta
I don't
get
know.
into the playoffs and the Super Bowl before that curse is lifted.
I think,
Didn't
yeah,
help.
I would have to agree with you on that one, man, because it's crazy how many players we have out.
I've
I
never,
mean,
we've
what
had
do you
this bad
expect?
before. I don't
And then
think.
and then just everybody's just shitting on what we have left, and it's like, my lord, guys, it's like, dude, I mean, what are we supposed? You tell me what you want me to do. You want me to start firing and whatever's left? Come on, guys.
I know, right? Whoever's left, you're
come
fired.
on.
Ready to get rid of you too.
I'm like, the Brock Purdy doesn't look like the Brock Purdy because he just, dude. I mean,
No, people giving up on Brock Purdy.
No Brandon, no AB at the beginning. We didn't have him. I mean, BA. When you don't show up to camp, dude, you don't get that training down, that timing down. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
It's not gonna work very well in Kyle's offense, and his patience of letting things go is very short. So we're seeing a combination of just a lot of different things, and I don't know if maybe Mason fumbled or caught maybe one day, and that was enough for Kyle to kind of pull him and say, okay, CMC's ready to come up.
I think he doesn't have a problem with Mason. He just loves CMC. He doesn't want to see him leave the field.
No, I understand, but I mean, it's like, come on, man. You got an obligation to this organization to put
that's true.
The best people on the field, man. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to be a leader of these of a team of these men, and if you're not leading in the locker room, I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing out on the field. I mean, again, everybody's crying about the snow. We should have been prepared for that. Who leaves 2 days before, Ronbo? Who leaves? There's going to be a snowstorm. Or maybe we should get our asses over there 7-8 days prior so we get used to this.
But you know what I'm wondering about, Vader? Is Jed not wanting to pony up the cash? You know how much money it would take to pay for that team to leave midweek and stay over there the rest of the week? But
that's an excuse, Ronbo.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking. Is he thinking? Is he got cheap on us when it comes to that?
But let me throw this out at you. When we had Jim Harbaugh, what would he do, Ronbo? He would go out there and say, we got to play on the West Coast. We're going East Coast. We're going to stay out there all week until all of our games are done.
Well, they had two. Well, I got to take the bad about Jed. If we got 2 weeks on the East Coast, we usually stay.
Right.
Back to back.
Exactly. But with the snow come in and say, hey, I'm with the depleted team. I got to bring new guys up. I think we should be out there as soon as possible to get these new guys.
The time zone. Get acclimated to the
Ronbo,
cold.
You got to think about this too. We had 3 veterans on defense. Everybody else is new.
I know.
I mean, what do you want? I mean, what do you want? Yeah, dude, we scored 10 points. We're lucky they didn't put up a 50 on us.
And I was looking for it. I said, if they don't score 40, they ain't as good as they think they are. And the only reason they didn't score 40 is because they gave us a break, I think.
I think so. You could see it was towards the end. It was mercy football. Again, I didn't watch the whole game.
This was one of those good thing. It wasn't pleasant.
It was one of those. It's because the thing is, Ronbo, I like muting the commentary and listening to you. But then it started getting into these people that get in this chat, and you're like trying to these knuckleheads. And
no, I'm getting come on, Rams fans are just outright rude or getting ready. Apollo Crews, you're walking on thin ice too. All right, hey, Vader, we're gonna go though. Let me see you Wednesday. All right.
I'll see you Wednesday, and then again, I want to leave you with this, Ronbo. Okay. I understand that we're going through a hard time right now, and again, 49er fans we are, but dude, I don't know. Maybe something could happen. Maybe Kyle's just trying to give us a heart attack right now because he loves doing that to us. And then all of a sudden we just go on this run. We've not only seen that once. We've not
this
only
year.
seen it twice.
But look out for next year. 49ers will come back.
I don't know. Maybe he might look at all the players he has right now. He sits down and he says, okay, I want this guy here. I want to bring this person up here. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Who knows?
If he has a plan, I'm
throwing. I know. I'm throwing that out there. But again, that's a far throw. Anyways, again, a shout out to the rest of the fam. Again, come on, guys, clean up the chat. If you guys are rooting for another team, that's cool. But coming in here and kind of throwing the shade that you guys are doing, that's not good, brother.
Yeah.
We don't want this platform canceled for anything. It's everybody's welcome. And dude, everybody has their own opinion, and we love everybody. So I'll leave you with this.
Temper the
Let it
stupid.
go on radio, Ronbo Sports. We got to just keep the faith, fam. Keep the faith.
You go keep it too, Vader. We have to. We're 49 fans for life. All right, fam.
Absolutely.
Vader, appreciate you. See you midweek.
Love you, bro. Love you.
Back, fam. Smooth, would you get in here? Come on in. Smooth. What you got?
Ronbo.
Yeah.
I don't know where to begin, man.
I know, a lot to unpack.
Wow. First of all prayers go out to Ward and the Williams family.
I know, it's just
he lost
so terrible.
Ward lost his daughter. Trent lost his twins back to back. And then I didn't speak on it last month. I lost my brother, my last brother. So,
oh man.
But
all in this,
it wasn't no surprise. I already know he was dealing with this things. But anyway, getting to this Niners thing, I'm gonna make it short. I'm not really feeling. I'm not really feeling it right now. But Niners. Someone called in.
Smooth's gonna be okay.
I'll be back. I'll be back another time.
All right, Smooth, you hang in there, man. It's gonna be okay, all right? Because you know what? This team is not about this. It'll change. All right.
No, it's not about the team. Emotional about. It's personal issues. But anyway, when you be back?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Looking
I apologize.
No, it's okay, Smooth. Don't apologize. It's okay. I'll be looking for you Wednesday. All right.
Okay. God bless. All
right. Bill.
I've been waiting. Bill,
did we miss you yesterday? I think. No, we did. We finally got you. Yeah. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, like I was saying, we don't need to be winning any more games the rest of the season.
No, I agree.
I think
let people sit down, please.
Right. He needs to set the whole starters, let them rest for the year, take the loss, get the top 5 draft pick if we can, maybe a 2 or a 3 top rounder. Give the guys a chance to rest, set them down, let them get their morality back, because as of this year, I really do believe the Chiefs are going to go for state Super Bowls, but I believe they're going to win this year, but they're going to be vulnerable next year. If we set it and get a good pick, we will beat them.
So the Chiefs got to get out of the AFC this year, and if they keep playing the way they're playing, although picking up all-world wide receiver, man, that could make a difference. Damn, he makes some crazy catches. He is still great.
Right. And like I said, it'll be this year, and then they'll fall off and be beatable. We just need to get a good line, like you said, or a defensive tackle, someone to help Bosa. And that's what made us deadly last season.
Thanks, fam. D-Hop, yes. Go ahead, Bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just tank this year. I hate to say it, but
and Bill, they don't have to tank. They could just go out there and do the best they can. That'll be a tank right there. The 49ers have no punches left. Ain't no power in them punches.
Right. That won't be a tank. Start figuring out who you're going to cut now. Start playing the ones. Give those backups a chance and say, hey, listen, some of y'all are going to be cut. And here's another thing. Stop talking about getting rid of Debo. It's like talking about getting rid of Cody, and it's like talking about our team falling apart and going and getting Tim Rattay Jr.
Oh.
His father was bad. Let's go ahead and get his son and see how he does.
Oh. God.
Yeah, so, at this point, people need to lay off. Debo tried to hold us in that game. Yes, he made a fumble, but at that point, the game was over when he fumbled.
I'm with you on that, Bill. I was proud of Debo yesterday. He made one mistake, but Debo was working his ass off. As if you had 2 or 3 guys out there, JJ, Debo, George was doing the best he could with the chances he got, but they were trying to carry the team on their own. Even Fred, I mean, the guys that have got lots of heart were out there doing the best they could to carry the team on their own individual backs. I'm not trying to get rid of them. I agree. Debo could stay. But I see the 49ers trying to get a draft pick if push comes to shove. But we'll see.
Paying for the draft pick, you're just going to kill the team. Just go ahead and play your second, third strings.
That's a good point. Nobody's going to appreciate Debo getting traded for a draft pick.
And build these backups as a potential trade pick because they're going to be the same quality as Debo. No one's going to give you a lot for Debo, so you might as well go ahead and run the tables on some of these backups. And I think getting rid of Ronnie Bell might have been a mistake because
Ronnie Bell was a 7th-round pick, though. It's okay.
We could have got a higher draft pick from what we got. We could have made him look a little good and say, okay, maybe we might want to sign him. Get maybe a 5th or a 6th off of him. Something to be able to trade up in the draft. So at this point, we need to look about not a rebuild but reload.
No, yeah, they got some things to do. We don't have a lot of money to work with, though. Bill, what are you going to pay Brock Purdy? How do you deal with his contract? This is going to be something we're going to get into a lot later. But I just wonder how they're going to do this.
Game much yards. He hasn't beat elite teams, so at my point, maybe a 15 or a 20 million deal. He ain't worth no more than that. Probably less than the 15, to be honest, until he can prove himself and give him a 3-year deal. Say, listen, we need some Super Bowls. Let's see what you can do for 3 seasons. Let's give you a low deal. This is not final. And I'm sorry, but if
no agent is going to accept that. You go to 35 and put an incentive package in it because the thing is, he runs Kyle's program, which is all that's really important when you have Kyle Shanahan, I think. Mm-hmm. So you don't need an elite quarterback out there like Allen or somebody to run Kyle's offense. It's a waste of money. You're going to get the same effects or same. We still won how many games last year? We're probably going to, as long as you got most of the guys out there. But at the same time, we got to find a way to get guys that aren't going to just get killed mid-season. It's a tough role to figure out.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyways, give me a 49er shout out. I'll give you see you Wednesday.
All right, Bill. A Niners! Night, Bill.
Right. Bye.
Man, it's going to be an interesting off season, man. It's already started for us, too. Hey, yo, Papa J, come on in, man.
Ronbo! What's up, buddy?
Turkey sandwiches. It's still holiday time. If you got a turkey big enough, and if you're like me, you hid meat where nobody can find it. Uh-oh. I said that too loud. Now they're going to be searching now. But Papa.
Hey, Rob, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, boy, yeah, I can hear you. What are you thinking here?
All right. So I want to take it this far, Ronbo. I'm going to tell you something. I have nothing to say, and I just want to feed off of you. You tell me what you want to talk about tonight, and I'm going to feed off of you, buddy.
All right. I'll do this. I want to talk about if you're going to find, and this is the pet peeve amongst everybody, so I'm going to go where the people go. Now, everybody's going after it. Designation of blame has gotten underway, as it always does if we lose more than a game or 2 in a row. Now, Kyle Shanahan has been that man that everybody says if we get rid of him, life will be blissful and we'll go right to the promised land, wherever that is. Go ahead with that.
You. All right, I'm going to go ahead with that. All right, so Kyle Shanahan has been doing this exact same thing since Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I know this is a repetitive kind of thing that, they say that, like Einstein said about insanity, you keep repeating itself and expecting a
over
different
and over, you expect a different result.
Bullshit, right?
That's true.
All right. So I'm going to be nerd about this because that's Einstein's theory of it. But
reference.
the reality of it, that's actually not the definition of insanity. Insanity has to do with clinically being insane and doing things. It's not the Einstein definition of it, but it is the definition of what Kyle is doing, because he is crazy thinking that that his way of thinking is the right way. You know,
and no flexibility. In other
like
words.
I said, I mean, Einstein did say it right by it is insane to do repetitive things and expecting a different result. And in his definition of it is absolutely true in this case, because, man, Kyle has been doing this since Atlanta, not running the clock away by runs and really sticking to his old nostalgic players, you know. I mean, look at Elijah Mitchell. How long did he keep Elijah Mitchell? Because he had a nostalgic situation where he felt like this is the guy, you know. The same thing with Debo. Debo is the same thing. He's got this nostalgic situation going that, hey, my buddies are going to do great because we dated in the past, you know. Another thing I'm going to say about Kyle is Kyle can't develop players. Kyle can grab good players and put them in good situations, but he cannot develop them to the point that they are better off from when they got here. Let's say Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was Kirk Cousins, the Atlanta Falcons quarterback.
Yeah.
When he was right. He was
no, you mean when Kyle drafted him? He was in Washington.
Washington. I'm sorry, Washington. Right.
Right.
Who was the quarterback for Atlanta when he went to the Super Bowl?
That was Matty Ice.
What?
Matty Ice.
He went to the Super Bowl with Matty?
Yeah, not Matt Stafford. Matty. Well, hey, you know I quit calling Matty Ice so long. Suddenly, Matt. Anyway, the guy was been there for a decade before.
You know who I'm talking about? He was already developed. He was already a developed quarterback.
Yeah, he's a developed quarterback. He did all right with Cousins, though.
Right.
I guess.
And the thing with Brock Purdy is that he made him a little bit smarter, but he's not developing him to a point that he can be a better quarterback like a Joe Montana, Matt Holmes, even Matt Stafford. Fuck it, you know.
No, yeah,
he can't be that kind of quarterback because you know what I'm trying to get at, you know.
Yeah, because the thing with
he can't develop those kinds of players.
Well, you know what? One thing I do want to piggyback on that is the fact that Brock. Actually, Brock looked a little sharper when he first came than he does now. And I often wonder, even Jimmy Garoppolo came in and he was guns ablaze and throwing off of the back leg. Didn't need an offensive line, was hitting targets right and left. And then he went into the Kyle Shanahan program and didn't come out magna cum laude, you know. I said, and it said Brock Purdy's going to little same kind of thing.
I got you, bro.
Brock is come in.
Seriously,
he was looking good when he first came, and now Brock looks. He's calculating. He's thinking. He's trying to do everything according to rule. I wish Kyle would work with the strengths of the quarterback. If you could incorporate it into your program, okay, Kyle, but don't alter him so much that you take away what was good about him. That's the only thing that bothers me. Because Kyle's got a robotic.
That's what's going on with the running game. That's exactly what's going on with the running game. That's exactly what's going with the wide receiving game. He grabs these great players and puts them in great positions, but doesn't develop them. You know, he holds on to that nostalgic feeling of every player is going to be great because they're already great. So therefore, my scheme is going to be great. You know, but when shit fucking falls down, he has no answer to it. All he has is well, I'm just going to give the ball back to Debo. I'm just going to give the ball back to CMC, even though he's hurt.
I'm enjoying this thoroughly. Bring some more this Wednesday, and let's go over the same ground. This could be a game we could play for hours. I got about 14 other things I'd like to run by and see what your reaction is. But right now, we got to go.
All right. Well, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back, Ronbo, and I want to hear all about what you want to say, and I'll feed off of that because
all right.
I think you got great ideas and great thoughts, and I'm going to go with that. Ronbo, can I get a shout out?
Yes, indeed. Papa J. He's running content. Pop, you get his handle. You see Papa J. Go to his channel, and him and Michael are running content. Awesome news. I'll be checking you guys out. All right.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to 49er Brian and all my peeps out there. Check out the Wolfie Show.
The Wolfie Show.
One Niner, 49er fan. Right. Wolfie Show. It's a great show. It's a starting up. Great kid. He would love to have your backup, Ronbo.
I'll be there. I got to find it. All right. All right, fam. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care. Love you all. Have a great one. Go Niners!
Papa J. Night, fam. I see. You can see this says #block Rudy, #make the great chat great again. As long as Rudy uses his name and sticks to the policies, I don't block people. Anybody can come in here, but don't come in here getting stupid. Rams fans did go to extremes. Some of them you can't just say anything. And by the way, don't come in with any more names about ownership. That really does piss me off. I tolerate a lot, but I'm not tolerating that. You don't know a damn thing. Hey, yo, Raymond.
What's up, Ronbo, man?
Raymond, Monday Night Return, man. We going back to 2015 and 14, and he's raging mad every damn day.
Nah, man, Ronbo. This Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Let me holler at the Niner fans, man.
Wait. Oh, let me formally bring you in. And now, Monday Night Raw tradition continues with "Let Me Holler at You." Raymond, take it away.
Hey, Niners, y'all, the faithful. Listen, man. We gotta do something about this. We gotta get even. This disrespectful. I'm so upset. And I know you guys are too. I need y'all to stop showing up at the stadium. And I'm dead ass. Excuse me, Ronbo, with the kids in the building. I'm dead serious. Please don't go back to that stadium. Jay York, you got to fire these clowns. I'm talking about Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. I was a big Kyle Shanahan supporter. I was an enthusiast of his brain and his offensive skills. But listen here, man. He ran my running back into the ground. That was about the smartest thing John Lynch ever did. He messed up our future with them 3 draft picks for Trey Lance, and we didn't even see the boy play. Trent Williams is prayers up for him and his family, but he probably not going to play no more with us. Debo keep walking in the locker room looking like a brand new female. This is disrespectful to the entire organization. We need some get back. Stop showing up to the stadium. We gonna lose. It's over with, right? It was over with when we lost to all those stupid games we lost. We lost 4 games this year we shouldn't have lost. It's over with. This season is over with. We got to get back. Jay York, if you don't fire them, we ain't coming to the stadium. It's going to be empty in there because we got to go through this suffrage with or without Kyle Shanahan. Our team is shot no matter who coaching. So we need to start all over from the drawing board. Shout out to TNT because I used to tell him he's crazy for talking about Kyle Shanahan need to be out of here. Well, I'm on TNT bandwagon right now. Kyle Shanahan is over with. John Lynch, you over with because you ain't did nothing but make mistakes. You got our quarterback is the last pick in the draft. Everything you did was garbage over here. All right? The only thing you got right was Christian McCaffrey, and you let your coach run him into the ground after he come off the injuries reserve. He getting 38 carries a game. This is insanity. It's insanity. And we love the Niners. This is what we do. Man, look, Ronbo, I'm serious, man. I'm dead serious, man. This is disrespectful. At least we could fight. We can't even fight because of coaching decisions, because of our general manager. What about those 3 draft picks for Trey Lance? We didn't even see the boy play. They lucky. And did not even talk about IU. I said don't pay the man. You paid the man, and he got hurt. You're just wasting our whole time. This is insanity, man. We keep going to the Super Bowl, going to the NFC Championship game, and we can't get that trophy. Niner fans, stop showing up, yo. They playing y'all for suckers. Stop showing up. We run this. They just get paid. We are the fans. We the ones pay them. Straight up, yo. Stop showing up to that stadium. I holla at you, Ronbo. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I feel it. You know,
Niners for life, man. Y'all stop showing up to that stadium. I want to see empty seats there. Make them fire these clowns. But I holla.
All right, Raymond. You know we're right behind you, man. I mean, you know the thing is, things do have to change. And by the way, Raymond, I believe is Jaden Waddle. Is his name the Miami Dolphins? Was Waddle who they picked up for that pick we gave him?
Man, yes. We got, man, Ronbo. 3 picks, man. They gave our whole future away, and we can't get it done.
Well,
Trent Williams is not about to be here no more.
Yeah, I know.
He about to retire. Then George Kittle beat up. Man, come on, man. We got to rebuild anyway, with or without these 2 knuckleheads. So it don't even matter if they there. It don't. Because if they there, we still going to lose. How are we going to fix this?
Yeah, good question. So
they need to go too.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna mess around and get Fred Warner hurt.
They already did. You know about his ankle, right?
Man. Yeah. And then man, then the cornerback, Lemonnier, I don't know how to say your name, you're a good player. He hurt. Come on, yo, this is driving me insane.
Oh,
yo.
Diamador.
I'm talking about insane. And y'all better stop showing up to that stadium or they ain't going to think it's serious. They're going to think y'all going to do it. Y'all just going to pay. Y'all just going to give them y'all money. Stop showing up to the stadium. You can love them from home. Straight up, yo. Make them make a move. Demand it. We run this. They just get paid. We run this. Without our support, they can't do nothing.
Raymond, bring some back Wednesday. And I'm
upset,
I'm here for you, fam. All right, But yeah, we got some problems that got to be fixed.
Man, we got about 10 more years before we get back to full strength like we just was. We had the team of the century, and we can't even win.
To build that team too, yes.
Come on, man.
All right, fam.
So y'all better start thinking about 5 and 6 draft picks from now. It's insane, man. But I holler at you, man. We can fix this. This is a wrap.
Appreciate you, Raymond. Always delighted to hear from you.
I love y'all Niners, man. I love this team. This is my team, yo. And
you sound like it.
Like this.
Exactly. All right. All right, fam.
All right.
There goes Raymond. Not happy. Listen, hold on a second. I know what you're thinking. Ron, you been drinking? Well, maybe a little bit. Not much. So, don't judge me. Come on in here. Ellis. Ellis. I just realized we don't have to travel to
Yeah.
Chicago. That's a good deal. Ellis, come on in, fam.
What's happening?
Well, I mean, a lot of people are pissed off, and with good reason. I mean, we didn't anticipate coming into a season getting an ass whooping like this. Coming down the pike, looking for a good draft pick, high on the order. I mean, it's just not what I expected. I mean, I thought a wild card, which I wouldn't have wanted anyway, but still.
Well, I mean, we're technically not out of it yet. We're still in the race.
Mathematically, yeah.
We beat the Bears. We beat the Rams. And hell, I just don't even see how any of that's going to be possible without a run game.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, Ellis? Ellis, but how you gonna do? This is gonna be my next question.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm just saying that's what it's looking like right now on paper. But to me, it just doesn't seem possible that we put up, any more than 21, 24 points of offense, and that's not going to cut it because there's
20
a lot.
points. We scored 10 against Green Bay and 10 against the Buffalo team. Yeah, that's it. 20 points. 2 weeks.
I mean, it's disgraceful.
We scored 30 a week.
Debo, Garendo, and Patrick Taylor are not going to get it done.
Nope.
So I'm interested in seeing who they plan on signing. Are they going to bring back Matt Breida?
Is he still out there?
I mean, I don't think he got picked up by anybody, but
he might be right.
He could have. But I mean, pick up Matt Breida. Look to see who else is out there. I mean, Leonard Fournette is sitting on the couch, but he's probably.
I forgot about him.
He's probably too slow. I mean, he was slow. He's big, yeah. So he's not in shape. He's not training to be in the season right now. Rightfully so, because look how far in the season it is, and he hadn't gotten picked up until that point. But even before that, he was just too big and not fast enough. You know what I mean?
Because when you're that big, you got to watch your weight. Yeah, you don't.
Those had come and gone. Those years where he would be effective have already come and gone. At least at this point. So I don't know how you make up for that in the run game. Debo's definitely not going to do it. He's not good in between the tackles. So it's going to be like you're going to force Garendo to go in between the tackles. He doesn't really have good vision, so there's not much that he's going to be able to do. Playing that position. Patrick Taylor is actually good, so maybe they'll put Patrick Taylor and have him run in between the tackles. I'll tell you what, if the offensive line can be as effective as they were against the Bills defensive line, with Ben Bartz being in there and whoever else they had in there, Jalen Moore, that left side wasn't looking that bad.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I just didn't. I didn't want to speak out of turn. He didn't look all that bad, did he?
No. The production from the run game was solely because of the offensive line. The holes were there. That's why Christian was looking a lot better. Yeah. The offensive line performed better.
Yes.
Until he went down, and stuff like that. I mean, they were trying to hold us back from getting as many yards as we were, but we were averaging, I don't know, like 5 or 6 yards a carry. So we could have kept going, but it just, the play calling kind of shifted a little bit, and it was a good offensive play call for the first 2 series offensively, but, you're not going to win. They beat up on us. They were still, even though they were beating us, 21-3 or whatever, we still had an opportunity to come back and win, but it's like, you can't turn the ball over 4 times in a game and then expect to get back in the game when they score off of those 3 turnovers.
And Debo gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. Yeah. Damn. Man, Debo did good on special teams. I give it to him. But Debo, was it the snow that helped you get those yards? Because you sure as hell wasn't doing none of that.
during the kickoffs when the sun was shining. So let's see what that looks like when the sun is shining. I want to see you do it when the grass is green and the sun is shining and you're running out there in the 70-degree weather or whatever, but not in the blizzard.
You point that out. You know how hard it would hurt. And I don't care if you are used to that kind of weather. If Debo come running down the field, all that weight, and I'm going to run into him. I've seen some dudes make business decisions out there. A couple of guys could have made that play. They sort of just, okay, I'm rolling out the way. So, yeah, get somebody in that kind of cold. It jars you all the way from head to toe. So
yeah, man. And I mean, look, the timing of Juszczyk fumbling the ball was the worst timing. However, he's one of the most consistent players with the ball in his hand that we have.
Yep.
He does not fumble. He's probably fumbled 2 or 3 times since he's been on this team.
No. Once since 2018. That's it.
Okay, I rest my and I just said that just based off of the knowledge of following the team. That's not even based on what I knew statistically was going on. So I rest my case. This is this. It's just unfortunate that it was him that had to drop the ball because we didn't need that. Debo, dropped the ball and the game was essentially already over with, but. Guys got to protect that ball. You knew you were playing in the snow, dude. You can't hold the ball like you're moving out in 85-degree weather and the birds are singing. You got to hold the ball with both hands, keep it tucked. The peanut punch is coming. I mean, it's just mentally those are things guys already have to have themselves programmed in any game, let alone the blizzard.
Alice, we do have to go, but Bobby Turner tries to teach them, and they have drills and everything. So when they do that, I can't believe it. But we'll be back Wednesday, and we'll still be mad.
Yeah, man. We'll see what happened, man. Condolences to the Williams family, and
God, yes.
It's unfortunate, that we got all these guys out. I'm not into the hey, let's tank thing. However, what I will say is that if we lose this next game, I think it's just time to start playing the second and third stringers. And getting the rookies and the other guys, just getting them burned and compete for sure, but don't worry about trying to get whatever wins out of the season that's left over. I mean, we do need to get up in the draft again, and if we let's just say we get a top 15, we can draft back or move back a couple of spots and try to get some more draft capital and really get fat in the draft this coming season. So let's see what
we want to hear that whole plan too, but let me catch the rest of it Wednesday. All right, fam. Appreciate it.
You know what it is, man. It's all good. Yeah, I appreciate you. Shout out to the faithful, man. Hit that like and subscribe. You know where you're at. Wipe your feet. And shout out to chat, man. Y'all keep it lit in there. Shout out the Dragon family. Shout out Frank. Shout out Tony Tone and Show and all the family, man. You know what I mean? We gotta we gotta keep it keep it close.
All right,
stay close, y'all. It's gonna be all right.
You have a great night
family.
too.
Yeah.
All right, Ellis.
You too. Oh, hey, Bo, you missed one of the videos, man. Check it out. Go to my page later.
Okay.
It's another one you didn't see.
Will do. All right. Night, Ellis.
All right, peace.
Hey, Lorenzo.
What the fuck is going on, Ronbo? Sound like I'm at a damn table or something, man.
Like at a wake. It's just we wasn't ready for this. It took us all by surprise, fam. It just all of a sudden we look like everybody else is piss poor around the NFL. I mean, that we ain't used to it.
Here I'm like still Super Bowl or bust, I know. Geez.
We've always done that, though. Anytime we lose, we get mad and want to throw everybody out. But I don't know if that's the answer. But
it's just it was painful. I didn't watch the last. I guess I watched all the scoring. I thought they were going to score one more time.
I did too. Well, I don't know. It just looked like they couldn't function. I mean, I expected everybody goes into Buffalo and goes through that, but usually other teams don't let Buffalo score all in points either. If Buffalo beats you, they beat you narrowly. They beat the hell out of us. Oh man!
Yeah, we didn't. And we didn't help ourselves out at all, 82, God damn. That's 3 turnovers? God,
I know.
3 or
See that
4.
that has got to find a way to stop. Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, McCaffrey looked like a beast for a little bit there,
that's what hurt me so bad. I said, McCaffrey's back, yo. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Then he just go
He
down on
limps
his
to the
own.
locker
I'm like,
room.
yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, but you can't. Like some of these guys, you can't just tank a season. These guys are professionals. They
No,
get
they won't
paid
do
for
it.
it.
They won't
might
do it
not
anyway.
book it. Yeah,
You're right.
but we are missing a lot of pieces, man.
I mean,
It's
all but
fucked up.
3.
I'll cut them some slack. We're a mediocre team this year because of so many people missing.
Yeah, you can't have all your starters out, except for 2 or 3. That's not gonna work. And Fred's out there on a bad leg, so it's hard to make. Some people making judgments because they're pissed off, but look at it. What can they do? We got the luck of I don't know what, but you can't beat nobody with all your starters gone. That's asking too much.
Yeah. Yeah, so but still, I think we still get. Well, the division's all crazy, so we'll see what's up.
We got the sorry. That's so funny you mentioned that. We got the sorriest division in the league. People got 5 and 6 losses, and they're still competing to win the division. Well, okay, you're right. 5 and 6, 7 losses, and I don't know if the Hawks going to win any more games. The Cardinals are 6-6.
Was that the NFC lease that one year that was like 7 and 9 or something?
Oh, and we made jokes.
Yeah, and they won the division. If we win the division,
8 and 9 or something won the division one year. That's us, Lorenzo.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 7. Yeah, people wanted to outlaw that shit and all kind of crazy stuff.
Oh, hey, you're right. They made new rules. I think they'll add, like, you'll be an added wild card. I don't know if they'll eliminate an entire division. I think not. There must be representation from every division.
Yeah.
So every division winner. But after that, no, you got to win more than 4 or 5 games.
Right. But this year we're gonna be rooting for that day. Maybe we can get in on the 9 and 7 or 9 and 8 or something.
Lorenzo, do you really believe we will get a 9 and 7? You know what? If I had to put something, somebody said, all right, bet your house. All right, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say the 49ers ain't going. The 49ers might win 2.
Well, we lost 7 now. Are we at 7 losses?
Yeah, 5-7.
We're 7 losses. 8. We have to go 9 and 8.
You think we might win 1 or 2 more games, Lorenzo? Do you think we're gonna win? How many more do you think we're gonna win? 3, 4.
I think we'll lose maybe 2 more.
We only got 5 left.
I think because we got people coming back. I mean, you can't just fucking throw in the season. You just can't do that. I mean, if people say, "Yeah, do this, do that," you can't do that. I mean, people are getting paid. And I think Brock Purdy they'll probably pay him about. Hopefully, we're hoping he only gets paid like 40 or 45.
Yeah, his agent. But see, that means his agent's going to be a dick because they always are. And you know what's going to happen, Lorenzo? He's going to be sitting at that table. Well, I ain't moving till you guys give me a decent offer for a starting quarterback in the NFL. Look, man, he's a starting.
Yeah.
We'll give him. Okay, I can just see the argument goes on. It's September, and we're still arguing. This is what we do.
Yeah, you got Dak Prescott making $60 million. People trying to claim he's any good.
See? And look at Trevor Lawrence.
He hasn't done.
See?
Yeah.
They need to come up with some new rules for quarterback salaries.
He's got Dak making $60 million and Brock won more playoff games than he has.
I know Dak is. Boy, he is special. Boy, I'd like to be Dak. Boy, getting laid back in the cuff and getting paid big time.
Yeah. You were going to play, regular season games. Be good.
Lorenzo, we got to go. I'll be back Wednesday, Lorenzo. I'm glad to hear from you as often as we do these days. All right?
Yeah. Try to be positive. Not everybody be fucking at it.
We've been down this road before.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be all right. All right. Have a good night. Take it easy.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks.
In fact, I kind of enjoyed the process last time. When we start looking good, it was an exciting period. my nerves weren't shot until we got to become badasses. And now every game was, oh man, Niners, don't blow this. See, I ain't. Hey, yo, Steven. You got Steven with the best mic in the world. Hey, Steven.
Ronbo, passion is the things you say. Passion of my world. I can be.
Steven does a lot of music listening.
I do, Ronbo.
He's got 2 accounts on 14 platforms. Hey, Steven, man, because we're still, what we haven't come to grips with is the fact that we have got to do some things. We've went a long way. We failed in our quest to get 6. And that has a lot of people really upset. I imagine you and I both are included in that. And now we want somebody to pay for it, and we want to make some changes. We better make the right change. Steven, let me stop it. Give me some of your thoughts on this matter.
First of all, just want to shout out the chat and Darius, nice guy.
Darius, Darius is fun, isn't he? He sounds so serious, and he's making good points one after another too. But yeah.
Sorry if I was pissed yesterday, Ronbo.
No, you weren't by yourself. We've all been pissed.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop some F-bombs, but I couldn't. So
yeah. Let's try not to get. Yeah, but go ahead.
So I have some topics I want to discuss today in today's show. First one is I don't know if you saw yesterday, but George Kittle, he said we're technically not out of the playoffs.
I love George.
And somebody needs to tell George that you just gotta step it up, bro.
Hey, George made it clear though. For anybody to say anything to him, I don't know why they wouldn't throw me the ball. And then Brock heard about that and he answered. It just didn't come out. I couldn't find George. I went through the progressions and I just couldn't find him. And I said to myself, Kyle, this is where I have to get with the fans on you. Damn it, Kyle. Tell Brock to look for George. If he can't find him out in that blizzard, it makes sense to me. You're standing on the sideline, watch what's going on and help him out. So that's when I do get pissed off at Kyle. Damn.
And another thing too, Ronbo, is that this team looks tired. This team didn't even look like they want to play hard yesterday. Like.
Well, then wait. Debo did. Juwan Jennings did. Fred did. Debo couldn't do any better, but he was trying hard. Fred. Who else? Oh, McCaffrey was coming out of man bent. McCaffrey had planned on winning that game by himself. He broke 2 or 3 runs, looked just like the McCaffrey of old. And then they finally did what they needed to do to stop him. They messed his leg up. Oh.
Yeah, and Purdy, I'm questioning Purdy, Ronbo, because this guy, I don't know, he doesn't seem to play good in wet conditions. Is that a concern you have, Ronbo?
Hands are too small. Remember that year Jared Goff came in the league and the joke went around the league? Well, his hands are too small. And, of course, that led to other jokes, right? So, Brock is he's not good in wet weather.
Yeah.
The ball slipped out of his hand last time it was raining, and the ball slipped out of his hand yesterday in the snow. So, in that case, stop throwing the ball. He got off a few passes, but you're not going to give him the wet weather. He doesn't like to use gloves either, so there is a problem there.
But he played in Iowa.
You poured water on my smoking. You know what? Somebody mentioned that. I forgot about that. Somebody mentioned that a while back. He played in Iowa. Oh, damn. Okay. The defense rests, Your Honor. I couldn't say another word. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, and then I don't know. We have Chicago next, and I'm just worried about this game again.
Don't worry about it. We're going down. The Bears should have won against Detroit. They should. The Bears played 3 good teams in a row, and narrowly lost with seconds to game. That Washington game, Washington's a good team. They should have won. They lost. They should have beat Detroit. Detroit is a world beater. They lost in a few closing seconds. They're a good team. They're not going to put up with that with us. They're going to win.
If we're not going to make the playoffs, at least finish with a good, don't finish last place. Don't
Let
let,
me write it. The writing's on the wall.
yeah, don't.
L-A-S-T. 49ers 6 and 11. Steven, I'm sorry, man. We're not. I don't see anybody left we can beat without our starters. We don't have any starters. We're in trouble.
Oh, and another thing, Ronbo. Did you hear about Trent Williams?
That's crushing. All the bad news we got, and then I have to hear about Trent. I thought I saw that on the chat earlier, and then I went and I said, oh, no.
Damn.
Oh, my God. Why? Yeah. Where's all the bad luck in the world is hitting us all at the same time? Well, maybe that's, I don't know. There's nothing good you can say about that situation. And, a woman carries a child, 2 babies for that length of time. Yeah. One dies, and they die separately. The doctor comes and says, well, we've lost one. But the other child still seems to be thriving. We're going to do what we can to make sure that he makes it. A few weeks later, the other one expires. Oh, man. Yeah. We can't feel that kind of pain because you're not there. But, my God, can you imagine that?
First it was Javarvius, now it's him. What's going on right now? I'm serious.
I wish I knew. Yeah. Man, we got to go. Hey, Steven, I'll be back Wednesday, and hopefully you will, too. I love when you come in. That mic is so clear and loud.
Thanks.
What kind of mic is that, anyway?
Oh, I'm on a computer.
Yeah. Its clarity is amazing.
Oh, all right, really?
Fam. Oh, yeah.
Before I go, Ronbo, I just want to say, lonely, I am Mr.
Lonely.
I am the
we got nobody.
Oh, you know that song.
It's wintertime. Don't sing that. Man, Steven, I'll see you Wednesday.
I'll see you Wednesday, Ronbo.
All right.
Good
night, fam. Tony didn't like our singing.
Ronbo.
Tony, did you nod off? I thought Steven and I were singing that's a pretty good duet. Are you in the truck? Did you pull over and doze off? Good, because we don't want you driving sleepy.
I'm at home, bro. I'm just grabbing a beer out of the fridge. My traditional thing on the Ronbo show.
There you go.
Bro, I mean, if I was Kyle Shanahan, Ronbo, I mean, you know how much I like him. There's a few of us that
love him so. The Kyle Shanahan fan club.
That love him with a passion. But if I was Kyle, if you really want to light up a fire underneath this team, I would hold a crisis meeting with all the position coaches. I'd have, in the back of my mind, obviously I'd be looking at this defensive line coach and the special teams coach
list, yes,
right. But I would hold a crisis meeting and I would say first to the coaches, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start. We're going to get ahead of the timepiece. We're going to start evaluating every single player on this team, including all the ones on the practice squad. I want you guys to get them up to speed as quick as you can, and we're going to start giving them playing time so we can evaluate all the players on this team, and so that we know who's going to go like at the end of the season. And then I would hold another one with the players, and I would say the same thing. Boys, crisis meeting. we're losing games. I know we've got a lot of injuries. We've got a lot of key pieces missing, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate you as all. So whoever wants to, play their best, you can play your best. If you're not playing your best, you're going to be gone at the end of the season. So I'm just giving you all you guys a heads up. And we're going to give game time to all the pieces that we've got on the practice squad, vice versa. And perhaps then, Ronbo, you can get ahead of the curve, and by the time the end of the season comes around, you don't have to fart ass around and think, sit down with Lynch and say who we're going to get rid of. We already know by the end of the season who we're going to get rid of. That gives us time to reevaluate and regroup and replenish at the draft at certain positions. And hopefully we can make it to the Super Bowl next year. But use this time and use it wisely, use it professionally, and that's the way you light a fire under these boys' asses. And you don't know. We could just go on by doing that. We could just go on a 5. We could run the table.
I like that plan, Tony.
If that happens.
It does infuse the fact there's an urgency here that you guys need to pay attention to. You got to get out there. We're not going through the motions in the season in case anybody's entertaining that thought. We will be making evaluations on every friggin' move you make. And, you don't have to sound threatening like I am trying to sound, like I'm sounding now. But let them know, we need to know if you really want to be a 49er.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's called use the time that you have available to you wisely.
Saves you time for next season,
It's not a threat. It's not a threat against any player on this team, but we are a business. We are a team. We do want to win Super Bowls, and this is how we're going to do it. Yeah. And if we can get ahead of that curve, Ronbo, we'll be way in front when the draft comes around. When I say way in front of any other team out there.
Absolutely, and I worry every year when we have 90 guys in camp and you can't cut any until the last cut. I say, that's if you can't weed them out along the way, you're not going to get a real good look at any one guy as you should. I'm sure we've gotten rid of some players that probably were good players, and we couldn't take a good look at them. So I like your idea, and start weeding that stuff out now because you're still going to have that army in there. Yeah. In the summer after the draft.
And I would say to them as well, if any of you boys are thinking of holding out, I want you to use your brain. Holding out means you're not signing a piece of paper. Holding out doesn't mean that you don't turn up to preseason and all this shit. You can hold out, but come to preseason, train with the team, all right? And if things don't work out, you will go to your next team fit as a fiddle, ready to rock and roll. All right.
So they'll think you're out of line then, and then they'll say, listen, my agent's not here to hear this, so I don't know why you're talking to us like this, Coach. Because, this generation...
Well, I'll say to them, you know what I'll say to them?
You'll get
Tell your agent to kiss my ass.
That's what I'm saying. And then you wind up getting pissed off because one of them's going to say the wrong thing, and now you got this fiasco going on in front of that group. So...
we're not about agents here at the 49ers, Ronbo. We're about...
No, I agree.
We're about putting a team together that's going to create history for our beloved paying fans out there that come and pack out stadiums, not only our stadium, but other stadiums around the country.
Mm-hmm. To watch a legendary franchise do its thing. So, yeah. I agree.
And we have that mandate. We have that mandate to do this job.
Deliver.
And if we can't use, I don't think Kyle Shanahan's capable of that, but if we can't use this time wisely to get ahead of the curve, it's going to be another shit fight again next year.
Tony, we got to go, though. I'm going to tell you what, Tony, good stuff. And I like that plan. It makes all the sense in the world. So we're going to find out what they do. I'm sure it's not going to be what we appreciate.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Probably not. All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, Frank, Emilio, and that lovely resident bastard, 49er Brian.
Cheers, Tony. I love when you say that.
Cheers, brother. Catch you later.
All right. Frank, come on in, Frank.
Ronbo.
Frank. Come on in, fam.
What's up with you?
I'm just sitting there allowing people, trying to find my family so I can let these grievances out. Frank, because we didn't hear from you yesterday, anything you want to get off your chest that you can share with us?
Yeah, I was up there, man. I was up there trying to recruit Geno Smith.
You also a Geno Smith fan?
No, I'm playing with you.
You saw it, and he's already made it. He's made light of it today. But Vietnamese style. Come talk about we ought to sign Geno Smith. I said, what? He gets it done. What? No.
You had me, Ronbo. You had me crying, laughing. Like, man, who the world said? Get rid of Geno Smith.
No.
Out of all names, I was shocked. Out of all names, Geno Smith. Out of everybody, you say Geno Smith. I was like,
I felt like a cold slap. Bam. Whoa. He said, Geno, what? I even asked him twice, Geno who? Because I think there must be another Geno. That ain't happening.
Well, my Ronbo, man, it was hurt to watch the game. Like, but when we first started on, I thought, okay, CMC looking like CMC. I'm thinking we about to make some noise.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, okay, but man, it's like I said, man.
It's that quick.
You gotta be. I'm a realist, man. And like I said, it's just everything just broken, Ronbo. The locker room, you know, like it's. I disagree with the, you know, them boys tired and all this and that. That's Kansas City must be tired every year too. Because Buffalo must be tired every year.
Well, you know, Patrick is a little tired lately, though.
The Eagles must be tired every year. Yeah. Like it ain't no excuse about you tired. Every year you got to compete for the one goal. That's the championship. A lot of money Kansas City too. Every year Kansas City play long seasons. Every year, because every year they in the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship. So I don't want to hear nothing about they tired. Y'all getting paid good money to play professional football. So you know, so it ain't no excuse about that. It's all on. Just Cal got the wrong coaching staff. For one, Cal, he need an offensive coordinator. He need to get his head out his rectum. And thinking he the smartest guy in the room. He lost the locker room, Ronbo. It's no discipline. It's no for real. I don't even know if they had do they feel like they still have a shot to still make it, but the way I don't know if they got that. Like they just it's for one. Debo don't know if he wanted to be in a fashion show, a model, or play football. You know what I mean? I don't know what he doing. Like
he's
this
bucks on that
podcast stuff.
too,
Like Ron, but they don't love football. Ron, like this, I can't stand this podcast and stuff, man. Like every time the game over with, you running, you talking about the next opponent. You said what you going like? No, come on, man. Just focus on football. You can do all that podcast and stuff after the season over. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, man. Like, hey, too many distractions. It's too many. The love not there. You know what I'm saying? With football, it's too many. You don't see Patrick Mahomes doing no Patrick Mahomes after every game. He's doing a radio show.
But he ain't got no time.
The top.
He's on them commercials.
They dedicated to their craft.
And selling that auto insurance.
Their craft.
Oh yeah. But Patrick's busy.
They dedicated to their craft though. You know, that's what I'm saying. You had to really have love for your craft. You know, if you love football, you got to give it your all. You know, and I just think once they get their money, they fall out of love with it.
It looks like it.
And, you know, and like I said, it's shown. And I just think it's time to move on from Cal. You know what I'm saying? I really think it's time to just go a whole new direction. There's a lot of other coaches out there. I like shout out to Jalen. If my girl cheating, I gotta let her go.
I don't want to keep holding on to. That was a good analysis. What he said. Hey,
You thought so?
Hey, you cheat. Why I'm holding on to you? You cheating on me, baby? Nah, you gotta go, baby. I gotta go get a new nice shiny car. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, man. It's like we can't be scared and say, "Oh, we lose Cal. We don't know what we gonna do. We don't know what we gonna be." Ronbo, we saying the end right now, Ronbo. The end is right now. We're an old team. It's coming to an end. Our window, only way our window will stay open. Cal got to get a whole new coaching staff. He had to get an offensive coordinator. Ain't no excuse why you don't use 3 backs, Ronbo. You got 2 nice
At
backs.
least
You don't ran Chris McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean,
like you
I'm
ran
with
them
that.
down to the ground. Look at it. Look what happened. Like it's not a rocket science. You got 3 dominant backs. Look at Detroit. You got Sonic and Knuckles. Like every look at Philly. You got they using Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and Gainwell. Like everybody rotating.
And better example, look at Detroit.
Except for us.
Mm-hmm.
Except for us. We the only ones not doing that. Like Kyle, like I don't get it. Like he's making it harder than what it is.
We
You
used
know what
to.
I'm saying? So he need to be stripped from some of his power he had. He got too much power, man. Jay York gave him too much power. He got too much power. They need to strip some of that power, take some of that power away from him. That's what needs to happen.
Something may change this year.
This is ridiculous, Ronbo. This is ridiculous, man.
Frank, we got to pull up though, fam. Let me say what I'm going to see you Wednesday, and let's continue because I know some strange things are going to be said this week. I just know out of Santa Clara. Let's see what happens next.
Well, shout out to you, Ronbo,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Love you,
Hey,
production,
back,
man. Shout out to my man Ellis, Papa Dragon, the Big Show, Trey, Tony's, Sabash, everybody, man. I don't remember all your names, but Jack.
But they know you.
Oh, yeah, I know some names, yeah. But
Okay.
I love the All Faithful, man. We family, man. It's peace and love. Oh, yeah, and also my condolences to the Williams family, the Trent Williams and his family. Sending prayers and healing to his family. We just gotta stay together, man. Stay prayed up, man. Life is short, and I love all y'all, man. So always keep the positive vibe and appreciate you, Ronbo, for letting us come and spread out, our feelings out to you, man. So appreciate you, Ronbo.
Come on back Wednesday. Let's do it some more, all right?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
fam.
coming back, man. I'm going to eat
All
my
right.
turkey. All right, okay, Ronbo.
You're my best of moms. All right, fam. Night, Frank. Hey, quickly we go to Jalen. Jalen, come on in.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Oh, it still sucks.
I
But
was upset today. Said a couple of things about Jim Tom Sula. Might have been a little stretch. Might have been a little stretch. Even though Chip Kelly, no, Ronbo, but all jokes aside, Chip Kelly and Jim Tom Sula won a total of 8 games within those 2 years. Kyle Shanahan in his first 2 years won 10. So it wasn't like he can't get anything
I
different.
mean, a huge difference, huh? Yeah.
He didn't. I mean, let's just be real, Ronbo. He did. You do remember 2017, 2018, he lost, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like Kyle Shanahan came.
He
right
brought
in.
a handful of guys in, and I remember. And they couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
Hoyer was the quarterback.
Yeah. He came into the league with the 3rd pick and kept John, whatever.
No, he traded
Ronbo,
up.
whatever.
Traded up and went and got,
Solomon.
Don't say it.
Oh,
God.
You know why, though, Ronbo? Because Kyle thought he could get Kirk Cousins at quarterback.
The next year. And we looked like booty cheeks the year before. We couldn't stop the run. Solomon Thomas was the answer. I said, y'all, what? You guys are new at this. And they were. That was the first draft that Shanahan and Lynch had done.
Ronbo, as an offensive coordinator, as an offensive guy, you would have thought he would have drafted a quarterback.
Well, see, I think he yielded to Lynch. Lynch is all about defense. And sometimes a lot of teams think build from the inside out. You go defense, and then you build your offense. Which is not dumb, but I mean, Christian McCaffrey was in the same school. Kyle, we saw him. You saw Solomon, you saw Christian over here. Take Christian. He wouldn't do it. Solomon Thomas. Because they were classmates.
Ronbo, man, it's gonna be year 9, Ronbo. Let's just get something straight right now. You do realize this will be Kyle Shanahan's 4th losing season, right? 2018, 2017, 2020, and now this year. You do realize
Well, no, wait. Do we need to count the first 2 years? I mean, he just got here. He had to start this team from scratch.
Why not?
Well, because he had to build a team. Remember, remember all them dudes that left? They had to have a bus to come and pick up all them people that got fired. And players and everybody else? Yeah.
Talk about the talent that he actually got to inherit, Ronbo. He got
Jalen, what talent did he have? Jalen, he got rid of.
Ronbo, can I tell you who the people is?
Please tell me.
He got DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Jimmy Ward, Jacquizzi Tart, Carlos Hyde, Trent Brown, Joe Staley, and freaking Eric Reed.
Did you say Carlos Hyde? Carlos Hyde? You know what? The thing is, those people couldn't. His offensive program was not. You couldn't run it. That's why he brought the people he brought with him.
He had a defense already. Did you not just hear the people I just named?
They got the brains beat out, and that was Robert Saleh running it. And everybody's talking about fire Robert Saleh in year 2.
He had DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Jimmy Ward.
But Kyle was not running the defense. Robert Saleh was. And Kyle had the offensive pieces he had. That wasn't going to get nobody, scare nobody.
To that first Super Bowl. You and I both know that. You and I both know the defense.
Who?
To that Super Bowl.
No. I'm not. I don't. The defense. I can't remember how well they did that year. All I know is we were losing games by 2 and 3 points. No offense.
Ronbo, 2019 year we went to the Super Bowl. The defense.
Oh, you're talking about 2019. I'm sorry. I'm talking about when Kyle first came. No, 2019. No, the team was ready at that point.
But it was the defense that carried us, though.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, because there was some other more pieces added to it, too. Wasn't Fred Warner with us by then? Yeah.
Ronbo, all I'm going to say is now that the defense ain't so bad, ain't as good as it used to be, how the 49ers look. At least if the defense was good, we could stay in game.
Yeah.
But now he ain't got a defense to rely on. Look at him now.
Yeah.
He can't Ronbo. Forget that we've been unhealthy the last few. Well, we healthy those division games, Ronbo. Were we healthy against the Rams? Were we healthy against the Cardinals? Were we healthy against the Seahawks? And we lost those games.
What you talking about? You talking about MCCG or what are you talking about?
No, this year. I'm talking about.
Oh, this year. No, we weren't healthy against the Rams and Cardinals.
Hold on.
The Rams, we go in there. Okay, Kittle was out. Debo was out. Somebody else was out too.
They had both of their star receivers out. That's an even game.
So we had JJ and Debo. No, Debo was out. We had JJ. Who was on the other side?
They had Debo.
Ricky? No, not yet.
No, we had either him or Ayuk. We had one of them.
No, Ayuk. Ayuk. That's right. He did play that week.
We had one of them. We had.
Yeah. Okay. Still, the team wasn't ready to play. They looked like poop to start the season.
What?
They did.
Are you serious? Ronbo, there's no reason I can't look chat. Y'all hear this man defending a win?
I'm saying that Brandon Ayuk needed his money and didn't do no workouts. I mean, I got 2 guys out there, and Debo wasn't getting it done.
I mean, Ronbo, there's no excuse for that.
Oh, the defense? Yeah, I'm not sure what went on there. We've done that 2 or 3 times this year.
Man, Ronbo, I cannot believe you got all these. Ronbo, how can you, Ronbo? I say something, Ronbo. You good at defending. Because, damn, I would have thought by now you would have said,
listen, here's the thing.
You're right.
If Ronnie Bell's not playing that game, we still beat the Rams. I'm just saying, there are little things like that. If they would have beat our ass, okay. But they didn't. They escaped.
Ronbo, they came back by 10. What do you mean?
No, I'm not giving the defense no break on that either. I'm saying, I ain't giving the defense no break. I'm talking offensively, they sucked.
Ronbo, anyway. So you do realize we're on the way to a rebuild. If we rebuild them, we might.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you and show the same thing. Look, I'm gonna wait and see, but we gotta go, fam, because I'm way over time. Tony's gonna be. Jalen, let me see a Wednesday. All right.
Ronbo, Kyle Shanahan is the Jerry Jones of the 49ers. We gotta get rid of that man.
God, oh my God! I say, Jalen, take this. Niners.
He's Jerry Jones, Ronbo. He's delusional.
I'll see you Wednesday. Night, fam. Tony, get in there. Oh.
Ronbo.
Yes, Tony. Oh my God. Tony, come on in, man. It's
how you doing this evening, sir?
Well, it's I don't know. You know what's so funny? As I mentioned earlier, I'm not feeling nothing because I've made up my mind about this year. I'm not looking toward no more wins, and I'm just looking toward next season. And the season in December ain't even happened yet. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Tell me how you feeling.
You guys will get some more wins, Ronbo.
You think so?
Yep. I can see you guys winning your next 3.
What?
I don't know about the Detroit game, but
I do. That's going to be a bloodbath.
You got to beat the Rams.
Well, the Rams got all their people back now, and we don't have ours. So, I suspect that they probably will get away this time again. It was the first Rams sweep, and God, I mean, I'd go Google that. It's been a long, even when we were sucking, we were beating the Rams' ass.
Well, the Rams are going to lose. The Rams are going to lose their next 2, maybe even 3 games. They got Buffalo at home.
Yeah.
Then they go to you guys, and then they go to the Jets.
Oh God, they're gonna beat the Jets. Jets can't. The Jets are dysfunctional right now.
The Jets are still playing hard, Ronbo. They are.
What's wrong with them? I was meant to watch them the other day because I was laughing. I said, "Wait a minute. You tell me, did the Hawks go in there and beat up the Jets? Really?"
And the thing is, Aaron Rodgers is still putting points on the board. It's their defense letting them down, like you said last week.
I said that. What's going on with the defense? Robert Saleh got put out, and the defense got mad. We ain't playing no more. What? No, man. Why you fire Robert? Because maybe he taught us everything we know. So they might have stuck up for him. They might be.
And I told you that Arizona was going to lose to Minnesota.
You did. I remember that.
And I thought they would.
Minnesota. Hey, Tony, are you ready to take Minnesota seriously? I was thinking, Minnie jumps out like this almost every year, and then they fall off. Could got hurt last year.
Not this year, Ronbo.
Yeah.
To me, and I looked at the playoffs are pretty much set, except for the NFC West and the NFC South, your division and my division. Because the wild card teams are pretty much set because they got excellent records. You got Minnesota at 10-2, Green Bay at 9-3, and Washington at 8-5. Those are your 3 wild card teams.
I saw that chart the other day.
The uncertainty is between us and Tampa. We're both 6-6.
Oh.
And then your division, every team in your division.
I'll tell you right now.
Those are the 2 spots that are up for grabs.
It's between the Cardinals may face. Tony, do you realize that if the Rams win somehow by some miracle against Buffalo, they could end up being the NFC champs?
Nah, I say Seattle. Seattle's got the inside track. They're 7-5.
I believe that too. But Seattle. Who's Seattle got to play? Who's the rest on their schedule?
Seattle does play the Rams the last week of the season in LA.
You know what? Seattle has that defense. The guy from Baltimore, he's got them in line. They're coming around. They're not giving up nothing.
Yeah. And do you remember Leonard Williams was the Jets' first-round draft pick about a decade ago?
Yeah, I remember that. He's with the
Aaron Rodgers
Hawks.
Pass and ran 86 yards for a touchdown. Dropped back in the zone blitz.
You see,
Leonard Williams in the city where he played at. Because remember, he played for the Jets and the Giants, so he played 10 years for both those teams. He intercepts and returned it for a touchdown. He's happy as a lark right there in the same stadium.
Nobody on that opposing offense could catch Leonard Williams. He is athletic. He is. I mean, that dude. I wanted him that
Ronbo,
year.
Maybe they have quit, like you said, because of that.
So I don't know.
Ronbo, how long is Jordan Mason going to be out? Because he
rest of the season.
I looked up the stats last night. I didn't get to get on your show. Jordan Mason has 789 rushing yards.
Yes.
He can still get 1,000 yards.
And that's why I feel so bad. Jordan Mason's on the IR even as we speak. He's got a high ankle sprain.
Not done for the season though, is he? Just a high ankle sprain, right?
How do those work? Maybe he comes back in 3 or 4 weeks, but has he got enough time to get that done?
211 yards from 1,000. 211 yards.
That's why I feel so bad. I said, I thought about that, and then I read the report. Oh, because I didn't see the press conference. So I just went and read it. Oh, Jordan on IR. He was going to get 1,000 yards. I didn't even look at the stats. I didn't even know he was that close to 1,000. I said, Jordan's going to definitely get 1,000 yards this year. And Kyle, next year, if you don't use 1,000-yard running back, you will need your ass kicked. So now,
but Ronbo, like a caller said about an hour ago, and I told you this a couple weeks ago, this is Jordan Mason's last year of his contract. Don't be surprised if he bolts.
He's going to get offers.
Kyle does, man, with the carries.
Wait. He's a restricted free agent.
Franchise
No. Here's what's going to happen. He's a restricted free agent. He's going to go out and somebody say, "Listen, let's do this, Jordan. We want you here. We're gonna give you this offer to start with. The 49ers are going to match it. Come back. Let's raise it up again. We're going to raise it up until the 49ers finally yield, and you're going to become a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, a Carolina Panthers, and even in Atlanta. No, you guys don't need Jordan Mason in Atlanta. You guys got too much power now.
They just paid Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard's got 983 yards. They just paid him about 3 weeks ago, so it won't be in Carolina. They're very happy with Chuba Hubbard.
But the thing is, if you got look at Detroit with Sonic and Knuckles. See, I wish Kyle would realize, if you got a tag team that can do that as far as running backs go, your quarterback's got it made. This is why Jared Goff looks so good.
Check this out, Ronbo. For the first time in a long time, Jameer Gibbs is 27 yards from 1,000.
See?
David Montgomery is around where Jordan Mason is. David Montgomery has 720 yards.
Now,
he needs 280 yards for 1,000 with 5 games to go.
I'm telling you right now, both of them will eclipse 1,000 yards.
Both of them.
Them two are ridiculous. Can't stop them to save.
It's going to be another tag team. Maybe. I don't know how this is going to play out. But Derrick Henry's got 1,407 yards.
No surprise.
He's got an outside shot for 2,000, but he's, with 5 games to go. Lamar Jackson has 678 rushing yards, Ronbo.
What? Lamar's got how much?
Wouldn't that be something?
Lamar Jackson. What is their record? Do you know they're in the wild card hunt now?
They're 8-5. They're 8-5.
I thought they looked better this year, and I thought Derrick Henry was going to make all the difference in the world. Remember in the beginning of the year that they said we didn't bring Derrick Henry over here to be a workhorse? Well, I thought they were crazy. I'm not sure. They were a better team last year. Well, their defense was better last year. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and their pass defense sucks. Saquon has exactly 1,499 yards.
Oh.
So with 5 games to go, he averages 100 yards a game. He will have 2,000 yards.
If he could play the Rams 2 or 3 more times, he'd go well over 2,000 yards,
Yes, sir.
Tony.
Yeah, Ronbo, I hope Jordan Mason gets healthy in a week or two and gets back at it so he can get his 1,000 yards. That'll help him with his finances, too, as far as free agency.
Yeah. I wish all the best for him. I want him to be a 49er. The 49ers better give him a legitimate contract because they need him. Tony, I got some things I got to go do.
Come back, Ronbo. It's all Kyle's fault.
I know, because he
last year, the year before that, every
know.
week on your show we talk. Come on, why come Jordan Mason ain't getting carries? When you put him in the game,
he does
12 yards on the first carry, 8 yards, he breaks a long one, and then Kyle takes him back out the game.
And don't even come back. Tony, let me see. Save some of that. Let's get together Wednesday, and because there's a lot to talk about between now and Sunday. All right.
Yeah, Ronbo. I'm not Kirk Cousins, Ronbo.
I know.
Kirk Cousins leads the NFL in interceptions with 13.
I know.
I'm not happy about that.
I know. Laughing at Stafford. Can't even laugh at Stafford and Dak now. Kirk's having issues.
And check this out, Ronbo.
Yeah.
He has 12 fumbles, too. Some of them recovered. That's a lot of giveaways.
Oh, I didn't know about
Leads
that.
all quarterbacks in fumbles with 12.
Oh. Tony, it's going to get better. Your other quarterback's coming back. Your kid's coming back next year. Okay, Tony, but we're going to go. I'm going to see you Wednesday.
All right, sir. You take care, Ronbo, and good job of keeping them Ram dweebs in line.
I know, because they just get ridiculous. They got me the wrong day.
I'll see you Wednesday, sir.
All right. Night, Tony.
Take care.
You too. Fam, I got to roll. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see you Wednesday. Let's see what develops. I hope ain't nobody mad at me because I don't see us winning another game this year. I really don't. If we do, I've set myself mentally up to be just delighted. What if we beat the Bears this weekend? I'm going to lose my I swear to God, we beat them. Oh, we did it with the backups, and they look so good out there. Don't tell me about Bears are not a chump team. All right. Thanks for contributions, fam. Always appreciated. Love you for that. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Let's be a family here. Don't go so I can't find you. All right. I'll see you Wednesday.